We have come to the last dance of 2025 for Prescott. And if you're going to end the season, as the Dropkick Murphys song goes, you might as well be going out in style. Or rather, going out with the rivalry. It's Prescott versus Bradshaw to conclude the regular season. Can the Badgers overcome their injuries to key players and get the upset win over number 3 ranked, the Bears? Or will they have to wait till next year to get a notch in the win column? Well, we'll find out soon. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bill Shepherd Field. It is the season finale for Prescott. Unfortunately, playoffs out of their reach as they are number 31 in the PowerPoint rankings. For Bradshaw Mountain, well, they are destined for a playoff spot as they are ranked number 3. So for them, end of the regular season, and it looks like they're actually going to have a bye for the first week of playoffs. Remember, folks, this year it is a 24-team field for the postseason. Top 8, they have the bye, and it looks like that'll happen for Bradshaw Mountain next week. But we got to focus on tonight, and joining me on color for the first half, I have former Badger coach Lou Benetton. And Coach, Kelly Cortez and I were talking about this last night when we did the Prescott-Bradshaw Mountain flag football game, where when Prescott and Bradshaw get together, no matter the sport, no matter the records, throw it all out the window because it is going to be a slobber knocker.
Oh, it is. It's always a very special game. The emotions are always high. The intensity is always high. You try to keep your kids down, actually, because sometimes they can take themselves right out of a game. But it's definitely a rivalry where there's going to be a lot of emotion and a lot of intensity, and kids are going to want to win this game, both sides.
Yeah. Well, you kind of mirror what Bear coach Bob Young said to me on our interview, on our game preview, which we actually still have up on our website, kyca.info. And I asked him that specifically. How do you make sure the kids don't get too hyped up over this? And he said, that is a challenge, and it's kind of tough to do when you're talking about high school kids, but you just got to make sure you focus on the X's and O's and, not all the hype that goes into this rivalry.
Yeah, that's the truth. And some of these kids even knew each other as young kids playing sports when they were young. So that built their own little rivalry too. But once you get the cross towns and the pride of each town, it builds up a lot. And you got to try to tone your kids down, say it's another game, but we need to win it.
Yeah. And, well, one of the big challenges for Prescott tonight, they are going to have to take on a very good Bradshaw Mountain team short-handed. They are without 4 key players. The backfield is almost pretty much depleted for Prescott. Of course, we all know about Braylon Johnson. He was injured several weeks ago in a rodeo accident. Jacob Chamberlain, he suffered a lower body injury last week. He is out tonight. Also, another injury from last week's game, Nick Phillips suffered an arm injury. So basically, 3 top guys in the backfield gone tonight, and the Badgers really going to have to rely a lot on Trace Overton, Caleb Fox, and, well, you still got Kenny Miller-Terry, one of the top receivers, definitely in the Grand Canyon region, probably one of the top receivers in the entire state.
Yeah, but Bradshaw can narrow it down and say that's all we got to watch. But you know what? It's unfortunate. That's what happens. The attrition, the season goes on. You pray it's not going to happen. You try to do the best you can, but once you start having the loss of your players, it starts taking away the quality of your team.
Not only that, but then the players still left in the backfield and also that offensive line, they got to deal with a very good Bradshaw defense. You look at some of the guys they have in the linebacking core. You got Diego Galaz, 80 tackles coming into tonight's game. Sebastian Witkowski, 73 tackles. Alexander Mendiblis, 71 tackles, 5 sacks. You also got a really good ball hawk on the other side in number 34, Antonio Valenzuela. 5 interceptions this season for Bradshaw Mountain. And I know a lot of the focus is on Kylan Jackson, the incredible season that he is having at running back for the Bears. When you look at it, 1,376 rushing yards, 18 touchdowns, and yeah, a lot of the focus is on him, like I said, but a lot of attention also has to be paid to that Bradshaw defense, Coach.
I'll tell you what that tells you is the quality of his defensive line. defensive line is keeping the offensive line off those linebackers, and the linebackers are making the plays. So when your linebackers have the quality of the tackles they have, that front line is doing a great job. So and the secondary's even made some tackles. But if you can keep them in the first two layers of the defense, your defense is the tough defense.
All right, well, we're going to take a break here on our pregame show. When we come back, we'll have a pregame interview with Badger linebacker Menno Dow. And just so you know, folks, we had a little glitch in our interviews today for the live stream side of the broadcast. Unfortunately, we will not be able to play it on the live stream side. We will have them on the radio side, so you can tune in to 1490 AM, 103.5 FM. Go to the Listen Live feature on kyca.info. You can pick up those interviews there. So break here on the pregame show. We'll be back right after this.
It's Badger time, folks. This is Steve Blair, Prescott High School alumni. I'm passionate about Badger football and the love of this great community. I'm also passionate about my business, Blind Brothers of Arizona, the Originals. I truly love making homes more beautiful with the best shutters, shades, and blinds. We come to you with samples and do all the measuring and installation ourselves. We've been around for 40 years, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. So call us today for a free estimate, 776-1845. Blind Brothers Arizona, the Originals, with Arizona in our name. Go Badgers!
At Yavapai Exceptional Industries, we're constantly improving products, processes, and outcomes. And now, good people of the Central Highlands, we're bringing on drone surveillance. Drone surveillance of your backyard. And if you're not outfitted with patio furniture made at Yavapai Exceptional Industries, well, get with the program, people. YEIWorks.com. Place your order now and book a tour while you're at it. It'll make your day.
And national anthem performed here by the Pride of Prescott Marching Band. John Russ, Lou Benetone, as we get set for Rivalry Night 2025, Prescott versus Bradshaw. And what's the weather going to be like tonight? Well, the weather will be uneventful. We have clear skies and barely any wind. Right now it's 64 degrees, and by the end of the game, the temperature should be around 52 degrees. So perfect night for football here, Coach. In fact, we were talking about it beforehand. This late in the year, it's not all that often that we get this kind of really nice weather for.
No, it's been a very nice night for a football game. I've had some Octobers where you can see your breath and see the breath of all the players. Kind of impressive, though, when you see lineman breath out there head to head. So, no, it's a beautiful night.
Yeah, didn't you get that 1 year Moon Valley came up here the year after they won the state championship?
That was it. There was a cold night that night too.
Oh,
we upset them. That was good.
Yeah, made me glad I was up in the booth for that one.
Yep.
So everyone is getting hyped here for the start of tonight's game. The Badgers getting ready to run through the inflatable tunnel. Bradshaw Mountain, they are already on their sidelines, getting ready for the renewal of this rivalry. And we're happy to bring it to you here tonight. Pretty good crowd on hand here, and quite a few people from the Bradshaw Mountain side in the stands tonight, including the overflow stands. But hey, it's only like about a 15-20 minute drive from Prescott Valley to Prescott, if even that. So obviously good crowd on both sides. And again, back-to-back rivalry games because, of course, last night we live streamed the Prescott Bradshaw Mountain flag football game, and that was quite a game. Just a 14-3 win for Prescott. Bradshaw Mountain playing the number 1 ranked Lady Badgers tough, and we will be broadcasting Lady Badger flag football Monday over in Kingman as Prescott wraps up the regular season there. That'll be over on our sports station, KNOT 1450 AM. The team will also be live streaming it on kyca.info. And speaking of the team, that is where we have Thursday night football for the NFL. We have Baltimore, taking on Miami right now. So you got football all over the place on the KYCA family of stations. In fact, at halftime, it's Baltimore 14 and Miami 6. And also tomorrow, we will have Game 6 of the World Series for you. So we got you covered there as the Badgers out on the field now. So that takes us to the song dedication for tonight's game. And the one I'm going with, well, since it is the day before Halloween, I think it's appropriate to go with that scary classic, Thriller by Michael Jackson, because whenever Prescott and Bradshaw Mountain get together in any sport, chances are it's going to be a thriller. And I've probably surprised a whole lot of our listeners, Coach, because they said, hey, John actually named a musical artist who I know.
No doubt. Yeah, that's true. That goes back, so a lot of people know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, hard. And that's one of the reasons why we're playing on a Thursday night, because tomorrow is Halloween. And, Coach, I think most, if not all, of Arizona football having their games tonight for the day before Halloween.
That's always a smart thing to do. I remember playing it on Halloween night, and it was always a tough one.
Mm-hmm. Well,
for crowds, too. I mean, people are out doing stuff with their kids.
And, of course, we did have a bit of a Halloween atmosphere here earlier because in the parking lot prior to tonight's game, we had a trunk or treat event, which got here at 5 o'clock. And when I saw the little kids in their costumes, I went, oh, no, it's trunk or treat. So what that means is I had to park my car all the way out in the boondocks. I'm sure you did too, Coach.
I was surprised when I came down, 5:45 or whatever, the parking lot was full. One across the street, and the doctor's office was full. It was just shocking to see how many people were already here.
Oh, man.
I didn't know about the little trunk or treat.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was kind of like it was that way last night, too, when we did the flag football game. And the problem was, along with the flag football game with Prescott versus Bradshaw Mountain, you had the Prescott badminton team in the Elite 8 Estate in the small gym. Then you had Prescott versus Flagstaff in volleyball in the big gym.
Wow. Yeah, I was surprised when I came in. I thought, oh, this stands are going to be packed. I walked in, there was still room for people to sit. So then I realized there's something else going on out there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, actually the Bradshaw side of the field, the stands are already packed.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, Coach, I can only imagine the kind of memories that you have when you were coaching Prescott High School, and it was Prescott versus Bradshaw, including that 2003 game where I believe it was in the last minute you got the win there, and that actually was the only win for Bradshaw or for Prescott that season.
It was. We had a tough schedule. We had Centennial and Pinnacle and Saguaro. We were in every game. The kids had great spirit, and we knew we could win because every game we were in, one play away from wins. All the coaches were saying we're a phenomenal team. We're just one play away. And the boys went into that attitude that they could win, and by golly, we pulled it off. And the stands emptied. It was like we won state championship because we beat Bradshaw. I mean, the stands emptied on the field. It was our only win. But what a way to end the season, and what a great group of kids I had that year, too.
Oh, yeah. And, well, along with that one, Coach, any other Prescott-Bradshaw matchup that sticks out in your mind?
Well, unfortunately, my first one. I lost that 13-14 on a missed field goal, extra point. So, and we got down, we were going to do a two-play at the end there, and there was a little finagling going on about stopping the game because they said we had the wrong ball when we really didn't. And Bradshaw had an opportunity to make an adjustment on my special play and stopped us like on the 6-yard line.
Okay, now you have to explain to me and everyone else, how do you have the wrong ball?
Well, they said that a coach from Bradshaw said, hey, that's the wrong ball, that's our ball, so they stopped the game. and they went over and realized it was not, and some adjustments were made.
Oh,
Officials stopped it to make sure we had our ball.
it almost kind of reminds me of like the football version of Billy Martin and George Brett and the pine tar bat.
Yep. And that was controversial for a while. I figured that was a smart move by a coach. So never had that happen again, and made sure it didn't happen again.
Yeah. And, well, we're still waiting for the captains to head out on the field. And, folks, I think we might have a few delays here tonight because we do have a television station here that's also doing the game. And I guess we have to suffer through some media timeouts with that. So it might take a while, which means you get to hear me and Coach Benetone yammer on about the Prescott Bradshaw game. And like I said, a lot of injuries to deal with on the offensive side. At least Prescott's offensive line still in good shape. They still have a lot of their defensive guys. Yes, Noble Ortega still out after being bitten by a brown recluse spider. And yeah, that's
not fun.
No, you don't want to mess around with that. But still, You got Kingston Douthit out there with 68 tackles and 3 interceptions. You got Menno Dow. Menno Dow, I think, really had a breakout game last week. 10 tackles and 2 sacks. Good thing about Menno Dow, who was our pregame interview tonight, oh, by the way. Good thing about Menno Dow, he's a junior. He's going to be back next year, and he is definitely going to be one of the leaders on that defense next year, Coach.
Yes, he will be. Yeah, there's a good nucleus of offensive linemen, too, that are going to be coming back next year, too. So they're big boys.
Oh, yeah. You got Blake McGlory's going to be back next year. Bo Bryce will be back. Elijah Carr, and I know that Coach Collette had a lot of praise for Elijah Carr, his potential and what he's been doing. And, well, it looks like I think now we are getting the captains on the field, being directed by the other media outlet to go on the field now.
Yeah, this is quite a to-do, so there's a lot of red tape that goes with it. And you're right about the breaks, and that's not always good. That's not always fun for the momentum of a team and the continuity of a team when you have many interruptions.
Yeah, and let's hope these many interruptions aren't going to be compounded by an excessive number of flags like we saw last week at Yonker, which I'm going to tell you, because that just kind of sucked the enjoyment out of there. And I have a feeling that probably a lot of people could tell in my tone of voice just how frustrated I was getting. And that was an exciting game too, but with all the flags and all the stoppages, again, it was even hard for me to really get in the flow too.
Yeah, well, last night the freshmen, we went down and played Lake Havasu, and 6 o'clock game on a Wednesday, and we had flags going everywhere. We couldn't do anything right. First time all season long. We had clean games, and then this one was continuous. And I got a warning flag, but that's I'm too old for this. And my assistant was next to me too, so he actually came over and said, "I'm flagging you and you for this." But yeah, it was something else. One of the officials was 86 years old, the other was 70-some years old, and I talked to coaches afterward, and they said, "We've had nothing but bad officiating all year long. This was the best crew we've had."
That was the best. I didn't even want to think about what the other ones were like.
We had a good laugh over that one because he said, "We got this all the time here. The games are nightmares. They take so long." The game before the Lake Havasu freshmen played down there, their game took a long time. I watched film on it, and there were flags, there were fights, there were injuries. Coaches were getting kicked out. It was just, I thought, I don't want that. And we got close to that.
We actually had a coach get kicked, not we Prescott, but Yonker had a coach kicked out last week too.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, man. And not only that, but probably a late night for you, Coach. So if you doze off during the broadcast, don't worry. I will understand, and our listeners will understand, too.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that's one of my longest trips in coaching, including the varsity. So at my age, it was fun. Good group of kids.
Yeah, well, Coach, we're glad to have you here on the broadcast tonight for the first half. Kelly Cordes will join us on the second half. And Titus Womble will join us here too. Actually, he will be on the field, and he'll be kicking away for Bradshaw Mountain. They will kick, and Prescott will receive to get this game started. Womble boots it over to the far side.
It's going to be returned.
Oh, it's dropped. It's Kingston Douthit, but he picks it up, And he runs over to the near side, and he gets run out of bounds. So Kingston Douthit picking up the ball after the drop and making a pretty decent return there, getting up to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, he did. He made a pretty good. He went to the sideline, found some space out there, and picked up some yards.
All right, well, now we see what Prescott can do with their depleted backfield. But still, in at quarterback will be Gio Puglisi, who actually also had an injury earlier this season.
Yeah, he was out for a while, and it's not fun to have a knee injury of any kind and come back.
Puglisi throws to the far side, intended for Kenny Miller-Terry, I believe. But actually, no, I don't think that was Kenny Miller-Terry.
I can't see the number yet.
I'm having a hard time reading that number, too. Sean Kidd.
Okay, Sean Kidd.
But I'll tell you, a good job by that Bradshaw defensive back covering Kidd all the way down the far side.
He was right on him. That was tight coverage. That was a tough throw on tight coverage like that.
2nd and 10 now for the Badgers from their own 26. And there is the run, and it's Rutger Funk. And Funk brings down the Funk to the 30-yard line before he is tackled by number 55, Diego Galaz. And they'll expect to hear that name a lot tonight on the Bradshaw defense.
Yep, you definitely will. Those linebackers got some good stats.
Galaz with 80 tackles coming into tonight's game. Kylan Jackson also on defense tonight. He's one of the corners for Bradshaw. Actually, free safety, I should say. And there's the catch by Eli Allen. And Eli Allen wrapped up by number 34. That is Antonio Valenzuela.
Going to be about a yard short. That's too bad. He's just a yard or two short. Yeah, about 1 yard. Not even that. Half a yard. We're going to go for it? Looks like we might be going for it.
Wow, talk about a roll of the dice for Coach Cody Collette.
Yeah, well, you know, it's all out at this game. Pull everything out and get after it. If you make it, you're a hero. If you don't,
Well, we're still waiting for the chain gang to reset here. So here it is, 4th and inches for Prescott. 2 receivers to either side.
they stacked him in there too.
And there's Rutger Funk, and Funk gets taken down from behind.
Boy, that was a blitz package on, and that blitz came right through a gap before guys could even do anything.
And it looks like that was Trey Rudolph who got the tackle for Bradshaw Mountain. And boy, oh boy, the Bears in great field position. And that is dangerous territory now when you're talking about an offense that has Kylan Jackson in it. Again, Jackson, 1,376 rushing yards, 18 touchdowns, and you are also looking at the Bears' all-time touchdown leader. Last week he got 3 touchdowns to surpass the record by late coach David Moran.
Boy, that's something. Break David Moran's record. David was quite an athlete.
Michael Sanford in at quarterback. And guess who he hands it off to? Kylan Jackson. Jackson finds a big hole. Jackson bumps off a couple of tackles, and Jackson gets up to the 18-yard line. Kylan Jackson about a 12-yard run for a first down.
Yeah, he hits that hole hard and gets moved. Good blocking by the front line. Defense got to dig in a little bit more here. Come on, D.
Michael Sanford having a good year at QB for the Bears. 860 passing yards, 12 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions.
A lot of movement on their line. They're doing a lot of switching with their offense. Makes defense have to adjust.
And again, it's the Kylan Jackson. He goes around the near side. He makes a sweep. He stiff arms one tackle and then shoved out of bounds by Kenny Miller-Terry. And boy, oh boy, Kylan Jackson with a big stiff arm on number 5 for Prescott. That is Marco Campazano.
The Campazano kept him outside and kept him from remaining yardage so the other guys came to help him out.
Going to say a 6-yard gain there for the senior Jackson. 10-11 left to go in the first quarter. No score. 2nd and 5 for the Bears. Sanford
little swing
gets
pass.
That throw out to number 13 for Bradshaw. And that is Taggart, and Landon Taggart takes it up to the far side and gets in for the touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown pass, Sanford to Landon Taggart.
Little swing pass to the outside.
And for Taggart, that is his 6th touchdown catch of the year, and he now goes over 300 receiving yards for the season. Titus Womble now in to kick the extra point, and Womble has had a really good season kicking the ball. High snap, Sanford with the hold.
He's right through.
And there you go. So we're barely 2 minutes into this game, and already Bradshaw Mountain establishing a 7-0 lead over Prescott. Let's take a 30-second break here on our broadcast of Prescott football. We'll be back with more from Bill Shepherd Field right after this.
Exceptional Community Hospital Prescott is now open. Prescott's newest state-of-the-art hospital provides 24/7 emergency care, featuring private, spacious inpatient rooms and on-site radiology, lab, and pharmacy services. We accept all insurance plans and honor in-network benefits for emergency care. With minimal to no ER wait times, you can trust us to deliver the exceptional care you deserve. Exceptional Community Hospital Prescott is located at 4822 State Highway 69. Learn more at www.ehc24.com.
And we're back here at Bill Shepherd Field. John Russ, Lou Benetton with you. And a 13-yard pass play. Michael Sanford to Landon Taggart. And it's a 7-0 lead for Bradshaw as Womble kicks that one away. And that will be caught in the end zone.
In the early 90s, I think we started playing Bradshaw in 93, I think. Up through about 97 when my two boys played. What happened is that every time the first team that scored, they end up losing the game. So there's a little thing, oh, that team's going to lose now because they scored first. So, and it happened for a few years there. It's amusing.
Oh, man. And now Badger fans are going, oh, yeah, hope that happens here tonight. So the Badgers will start from their own 20-yard line. Kenny Miller-Terry caught that kick in the end zone. Puglisi with the handoff to Rutger Funk, and Funk, well, he winds up in a sea of white jerseys there at the 23-yard line. And I'm going to say about a 3-yard gain there by Rutger Funk. Badgers moving left to right across your radio dial or your screen, depending on how you're following us. 2nd and 7 now for
we got
Prescott.
trips left. Gun formation.
And standing next to Puglisi in the gun is Rutger Funk. Kenny Miller-Terry out to the near side. Puglisi looking KMT's way. There's the throw, and KMT under double coverage, but that ball was well out of his reach.
Yeah. A little bit too long, but that's what they're probably going to do. They're going to double cover him.
Oh, yeah. Though sometimes even when you double cover Kenny Miller-Terry, he still comes through with the catch.
He does.
Well, I've said it before. I think Kenny Miller-Terry is one of about 4 guys who is a candidate for Region Offensive Player of the Year. Kylan Jackson, another one. Jacob Chamberlain, also leased the running back from Lee Williams.
Yes, all good quality boys.
That's James Heffron in a quarterback, throwing to the far side. And
first down.
Leaping catch made by the Badgers. And let's see, that is, I want to say number 31 for
That's a perfect
Prescott.
play. He's a lefty, so they put him in. He rolled left and through left. Now they got Gio back in. Good rotation of quarterbacks. Of course, they can't do that every time. It's kind of a giveaway.
Catch made by Colton Sunshine. And run going up the middle by Rutger Funk. Funk found a nice gap there,
yes,
so the Prescott O-line opening up a little hole there for the Funk.
He picked up about 4 yards. He shot through really well.
And, yeah, you're probably going to see some different alignments at running back today, folks. And it looks like James Heffron. Or is that? I think that's Trace Overton who's going to take the snap. Here it is.
It is. You're going to trips left, trips right now.
And Overton keeps the ball. He rolls. He throws. Short pass to Eli Allen. Allen tripped up at the 42-yard line.
Short about 2 yards. 3rd and about 2.
5-yard gain. 5-yard pickup there on the pass from Heffron, and that was number 47, Sebastian Witkowski, with the tackle there on Eli Allen, his 2nd catch of the night. 3rd and 2 now for the Badgers with under 8 minutes left to go in the opening stanza.
Tried to get him to jump. Well disciplined, they didn't move. Defense held their own.
Puglisi, long throw to Kenny Military. He catches it. Kenny Military at the 30, at the 20, in the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice throw, nice catch.
Man, oh man, Kenny Military had a defender right on his 6. He still caught that ball. Actually, that defender was in his pocket, and Terry just took off down the near side and into the end zone for a long touchdown catch.
Well, that's his cornerback jumped to try to tap the ball. That's where he lost some ground. Terry caught it on the run and got some good separation.
What do you call that, Coach? About 62 yards or so?
Oh, yeah, about 62.
Brady Costas for the extra point. Kick is up. And it's good. I think we're going to get a roughing the kicker call here against Bradshaw Mountain. But the kick is good.
Be assessed on the kickoff.
So, with 7:33 left to go here in the first quarter, it is all tied up 7-7. Let's take a 30-second break and be back right after this.
Hi, this is Clark Tenney, Superintendent of Prescott Unified School District. PUSD students receive the educational foundation they need to do great things. Will your child be the next one of our 26,000 alumni who becomes an Arizona Supreme Court Justice, Attorney General, or President of the Arizona Senate? Will they become a business owner, doctor, nurse, attorney, engineer, or teacher? Whatever their dreams, our Prescott schools will help them get started. PUSD builds great leaders. Check us out at prescottschools.com. PUSD, where every child, every day matters.
So here we go. I think we're going to be in for a wild one here. Gio Puglisi linking up with KMT. And again, Kenny Military is not just one of these guys who just catches the ball. He catches it, Coach, and he just makes things happen.
He does. He keeps his acceleration going and doesn't lose a step and turns the afterburners on and pulls away.
So for Kenny Military, that is going to be touchdown catch number 13 on the season. And for Gio Puglisi, that is his 11th touchdown throw.
Yeah, Terry has great concentration, too, on those passes. He cradled it right on in.
So, again, it is going to be roughing the kicker, the call on Bradshaw Mountain. That will be assessed on the kickoff. And it looks like we have another media timeout here that we're dealing with. So it'll be a little while before Prescott kicks this ball away. Badgers going to kick it at their own 40-yard line.
I thought there was a penalty. Now they're assessing it, so let's see. They put it down. Now they're moving it. Okay, now we got it. That's going to put them away. It's 15-yard penalty, so it's going to put in the end zone with no problem at all.
Especially with a kicker like Brady Costas. I'll tell you what, Coach, here on the field tonight, we've got probably two of the top kickers in the 4A conference. Brady Costas for Prescott and Titus Womble for Bradshaw Mountain.
If you notice, they brought their receivers up. It's a perfect time for an onside kick in a territory like this. So a lot of teams go for an option since they got the penalty. What the heck? So they get on the 30-yard line. They have an attempt to get it. So I don't think we're going to do that, but it's been thought of by many.
Nope. That one's going to go right into the end zone.
Yep.
7-7 our score. 7:33 left to go here in the first quarter. By the way, folks, Badger football is sponsored in part by Blind Brothers Arizona and Badger alum Steve Blair, offering premier window treatments in northern Arizona since 1979. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Exceptional Community Hospital, Prescott's newest state-of-the-art hospital and 24/7 emergency service on Highway 69. Your community, your hospital. Michael Sanford and the rest of the Bradshaw offense out there now. And again, it's Kylan Jackson who goes up the middle. A nice hole formed for him there by the Bradshaw O-line.
That was good defense. Only got about 2-3 yards.
Yeah, line. I'll tell you what, they formed a hole there, but give credit to Prescott. They shut it down in a hurry.
They shut it down, yeah.
And Drew Roberts.
Drew Roberts, one of the guys in on the tackle for Prescott. Jackson, who last year Was an all Grand Canyon region first team selection. I'm sure he will be a first team selection this year as well and probably take home one of those of the year awards. Sanford rolling to the left side, under pressure, and Sanford dragged down by Trace Overton at the 33-yard line. And that'll be good enough for a Bear first down.
Sanford picks up about 10 yards, which is enough for a Bradshaw Mountain first down.
So the Bears move the ball with 6:40 left to go in the first quarter. Sanford does have some pretty good wheels. 221 rushing yards this season. Run going up the middle.
Nice hit.
Kylan Jackson, the ball carrier, and the Badgers were ready and waiting for him. It looks like that was Gunnar Parra leading the charge on Jackson.
Yep.
Knocked back by Caleb Fox and Gunnar Parra.
Fox and Parra, combination. Good.
No gain on the play by Kylan Jackson. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson, and again, the Badgers were waiting for him. They got behind that line, grabbed hold of Jackson. Looks like it was Nightshades, Blake McGlory, who got a hand on him, along with... Yeah, look, I think it was Blake McGlory and also Dante DeCourt getting in there and stopping Jackson. Jackson again halted at the line of scrimmage.
Yes. It's 2 runs for no gains. That's holding that guy good.
So here we go, 3rd and 10 now for the Bears with 3 receivers out to the near side. Now Jackson's heading out to the near side as well. We got flags on the play.
Offsides. Offsides on Prescott?
That's what it's looking like.
Oh.
Yep.
Guess we jumped.
So that'll pull the Bears to within 5 yards of a first down. 5:19 left to go in the first quarter. John Rust, Lou Benetton with you for what is the season finale for Prescott football, and they're tied 7-7 with Bradshaw Mountain. Sanford from the gun. Jackson going to stand next to him. And Sanford.
Little counter.
And
beautifully run.
Jackson finds a nice gap, slips through 1 tackle. Now Jackson on his horse. He avoids another diving tackle. Jackson at the 10-yard line and finally taken out of bounds by Kenny Miller-Terry. Man, oh man, Jackson doing a great job maneuvering like an F-22 fighter out there to avoid the opposition.
That's a great counter. Quarterback went opposite, back step, counter step, came back.
54-yard gain on the run.
A 54-yard run there by Kylan Jackson.
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
I can only imagine how many college offers he's getting right now.
Yep, he's a good running back. He has good blocking, too, for his line. And good execution by the quarterback.
So it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal. Looks like they got the ball at about the 8-yard line.
Yep.
Movement by the offensive line. 2 backs around Sanford. He's going to give it to Kylan Jackson. He breaks through the line, gets up to the end zone, and it's a touchdown for Kylan Jackson. Looks like Jackson got bear hugged from behind and then just fell into the end zone for the score.
Spun over and rolled on his back.
Touchdown, Bradshaw.
So about an 8-yard touchdown run there for Kylan Jackson. Wait a minute. Or maybe not.
Hold?
Yeah. It's a false start. A false start against Bradshaw Mountain. So what I said about Kylan Jackson's touchdown, folks, forget what I said.
Well, that's a good break for us. 1st and 10 from about the 15, is it? No, 12?
Yeah.
No, wait.
12 or?
Oh, 8.
It looks like about maybe the 13-yard line.
Yeah, 13. Changed and moved up because it was 1st and goal anyway. So it's still 1st and goal, but it's from the 12.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by Bradshaw Mountain as Coach Bob Young talks things over. Of course, Bob Young. Well, Coach, I don't think I don't think this is an exaggeration when I say Coach Bob Young and then use the word legend after his name.
No doubt. He's been around a long time, played him a lot of times, and he and I even took a group of all-stars to Australia and coached together. It was fun.
And of course,
he's a good coach.
Oh, yeah. Bob Young, a long-time coach up at Mingus High School, and actually won a state championship with them many years ago, and now
1997.
Yeah. I think Kelly Cordes says that's the only 4A conference champion to ever come out of Northern Arizona.
Well, actually, in the 80s, Flagstaff won it, I think, 3 years in a row.
Okay.
State championship. And it was like 81, 82, 83, somewhere right in there.
So here we go, back to action. Now Sanford rolling, the throw to the end zone, and it's caught. Oh, it's a touchdown. I thought it was caught out of bounds.
It was close. He got his 1 foot in at least. It was close. Excellent throw, excellent pattern to get it that close to the sideline.
And trying to get the number on the receiver there. Looks like that is number 17. Kyler Ross Centers, who gets the touchdown catch there. And for Michael Sanford, his second touchdown pass of the evening. Titus Womble for the extra point.
Good.
So the extra point is good, and just like that, Bradshaw Mountain back on top. 4:38 left to go here in the first quarter. Yeah, well, we got ourselves a dogfight here between the Badgers and the Bears. It's 14-7, Bradshaw on top. Let's take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
This is Steve Sishka with Olson's for Healthy Animals. Trust is a word that is rarely applied to certain areas of our society, nationally and locally. I'm sure you know what I mean. However, trust is what people do have when they vote a business the best of. Olson's has been voted the best of by the readers of not one, but two trusted media sources, the Daily Courier and Prescott Living in 2024. Both were for the best pet supply. There's a reason why our motto is good enough just isn't. We don't take you for granted. We're proud to constantly earn your business.
John Rust and Lou Benetton with you here for Thursday night high school football. And on the sidelines, Gunnar Parra getting checked out. And looks like they taping up his elbow a little bit there. So hopefully nothing too serious. Prescott has enough injuries to deal with.
That's absolutely correct.
And now Womble kicking that one high up in the air. And here comes a run back by the Badgers. And getting upended there. The return man looks like that's number 80, Sean Kidd. And Sean Kidd takes it up close to the 40-yard line before he gets upended. I think that was Casey Bauman who got the hit on him.
Yep, he caught that on the run coming forward and kept the momentum and did a great job. Read the blocks well.
Kyler Ross Centers with a 12-yard touchdown catch for Bradshaw Mountain to give them the 14-7 lead. Now Prescott will try to respond. Gio Puglisi in the gun, trips out to the near side. And there's the handoff. And that is Trace Overton carrying the ball. Gets up to the 45-yard line before he is stopped by number 4, Draven the Raven Gilbert.
It's amazing to sit here and watch these TVs in the sideline. We used to have whiteboards.
Things have changed a lot since then.
Oh, my gosh, they can pull up their plays, look what they're doing right and wrong. We have to draw it up X's and O's from memory.
Two receivers out to the near side. Puglisi again in the gun, and Trace Overton standing next to him with under 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. The Geostorm flings it down the far side, and Kenny Military almost caught that one. He actually had to turn around and try to make the catch on that ball under double coverage and came up close, Coach.
He did. He made an adjustment, moved outside, turned his head just in time, but unfortunately it was just a little bit out of reach. But he made some good adjustments. That's why I say he's got good focus, good concentration.
So it'll be 3rd and 6 now for the Badgers. Gio Puglisi, who last year was down at North Canyon High School, playing his senior year up here at Prescott, and talking to his parents before the game, he's liking it here. Short pass, Eli Allen has it, and Allen has the first down and then some as he gets swung out of bounds.
That's
Diego Galaz.
That's going to be a caller.
Diego Galaz got hold of Allen, threw him out of bounds, and Galaz going to get penalized on that. Collar.
Horse collar tackle.
Horse collar penalty on Bradshaw Mountain.
They're not covering that little flat pass. That's good. We got those little flat passes that are coming up. No one's on them at all.
15-yard penalty on top of the big game. And that's enough.
So, third catch of the night for Eli Allen. And then with that penalty, that moves the Badgers well into Bradshaw Mountain territory.
At the 32-yard line.
Eli Allen in his junior season for Prescott.
It trips right. Shotgun formation.
There's the give. There's the run by Overton. He slips by one tackle. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Overton goes into the end zone, but this is coming back. I think we're going to have holding here, Coach.
Yeah, I got a feeling we are.
Yeah, that flag came in a couple seconds after Overton got the ball. He slipped through the middle, got in the end zone, but yeah, I think this one's coming back.
Yeah, let's see what he calls.
We just got to wait for the official word, though.
Yep, holding. 10-yard penalty.
Oh, no, it's a face mask, I think.
Oh, must have one of our blockers must have grabbed a face mask. I didn't see that. I thought he grabbed his arm. He grabbed his face.
So the Badgers are now going to be pushed almost back into their own territory. The ball's going to be spotted at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, that 15-yarder just negated the one he just gave us.
So it's going to be 1st and 25 now for the Badgers. They got to get up to about the 22-yard line for a first down. Trace Overton with the ball, and Trace Overton gets dragged down and then gets sandwiched into the ground. And it looks like that is number 47, Sebastian Witkowski on the tackle for Bradshaw. Witkowski, 73 tackles coming into tonight's game.
Yep, the linebacker crew, like I said, it's all 70s and 80s in their tackles. The front defensive line's doing a good job. The linebackers are filling really well, too.
No gain on the
play.
play.
So is ours.
No gain on the play there by Overton. Two receivers out to the near side for Prescott. 2:40 remaining in the opening stanza with Bradshaw on top, 14-7. Puglisi dropping back. Airs that one out. It's caught by Eli Allen on the near side, and Allen knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line.
Another flat pass. Those flat passes are working for us.
Tackled out of bounds.
And Eli Allen getting a lot of action at receiver tonight.
Yep.
Probably because a lot of the attention for Bradshaw is going to be on Kenny Miller-Terry,
Yep.
and now that's leaving Eli Allen open.
Yep.
So now two receivers to either side. 3rd and 14 now for Prescott. Coming down to 2:33 left to go here in the first quarter. Puglisi throwing down the far side and almost caught by
penalty.
Yeah, Kenny
Pass
Miller.
interference.
Actually, that was Colton Sunshine almost at the catch, and that was kind of a late flag there.
Yep.
And let's see, trying to get the number on who that was covering.
Pass interference. That's going to be first
Sunshine.
down for us. That was a well-thrown ball, and he had just a couple steps on that coverage.
It was Casey Ballman who was right on the 6 of Colton Sunshine. Guy, I don't think we've called out his name all season long, but he's a sophomore receiver, and he's being utilized quite a bit. So a costly penalty there for Bradshaw Mountain.
Maybe it's not good. It was going to be short. Nope, automatic first. There it is. Enough to get the first.
And it looks like they're going to drop that one at about the 20-yard line. So, boy, oh boy, new life in this Badger drive thanks to a penalty against the Bears. And that is definitely going to frustrate any coach when that happens.
Oh, yeah. Exciting for one coach and disappointing for another.
That might be an understatement, saying disappointing, Coach. Here you go, 1st and 10 from the 21. Overton with the ball. Overton finds a nice seam there up the middle. Gets up to about the 17-yard line before he gets piled on. And again, that offensive line of Prescott doing a really good job there with guys like DeCourt, Bo Bryce, and Blake McGlory.
Yep, he got about 6 yards for that. That's good. You get 6 yards of crack, you're doing okay.
Elijah Carr also involved in that as well. 2 minutes and counting to go in the first quarter. The Badgers with the ball at the 15-yard line, 4 to go for a first down. Gio Puglisi from the gun, Trace Overton standing next to him. And the give again to Overton. Overton finds another big seam, gets up to the 5-yard line, and then gets pushed back by Bradshaw Mountain, Kylan Jackson, and Witkowski in on that tackle.
It's a first down, 1st and goal now. 1st and goal.
An 8-yard run by Trace Overton.
We're doing a little counter, which is working up pretty good down there.
Overton, who came into tonight with 160 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. Overton going to be playing now behind Puglisi with 2 receivers out to the far side, including Kenny Miller-Terry. Again, it's Overton, goes up the middle, and Overton gets snagged from behind by Draven the Raven.
Yeah, they're in a hip formation. He's a tailback instead of in the gun formation on the side.
So a good job there by Bradshaw penetrating the line. Draven the Raven Gilbert with a tackle on Overton, but Overton able to pick up 2 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 8 now for the Badgers as we come down to the final 50 seconds of the first quarter. And an eventful first quarter, too.
Sure has been.
Now it's James Heffron giving the ball to Overton. Overton gets nailed from behind, and it's number 40 for Bradshaw Mountain, Dylan Garrett.
Yeah, they had another blitz package on. Blitzed on the outside and caught him.
That's going to be a 2-yard loss now for Prescott. That'll put him back at the 10-yard line. 3rd and goal now.
Looks like we're letting the quarter go down.
Yep. So 10 seconds left to go. So the Badgers will pick things up in the 2nd quarter as the clock approaching 0. And with the first quarter in the books, our score in the rivalry game for 2025, it is Bradshaw Mountain 14, Prescott 7. Let's take a break here on our broadcast of Badger football, the season finale, and we'll be back with more from Bill Shepherd Field right after this.
Prescott True Value Hardware, where we believe behind every project is a true value. Hi, I'm Suzanne Springer. There's a reason we have this slogan, because it's true. Over the years, Prescott True Value has become so much more than just a great hardware store with full-service hardware, paint, tools, outdoor living, barbecues, and don't forget the kitchen shop. We are committed to making sure you find what you want and know what to do with it. We're living the slogan here at Prescott True Value on Miller Valley Road, where we believe behind every project is a true value. Go Badgers!
And we're back here at Bill Shepherd Field. John Russ, Lou Benetone with you. Final game of 2025 for Prescott. It is the rivalry game. Prescott trails 14-7, but they're getting closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to be 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line for the Badgers. And again, we kind of have to wait a little bit here for another media outlet to get things straightened out here before we get back to action.
Looks like they had to adjust some microphone on the official so they could hear it on the TV, I guess.
So Gio Puglisi coming in at QB. And Trace Overton looks like he's going to be hanging around him as we wait for official word to get this game started. Or get the 2nd quarter started, I should say. I guess while we have a little bit of time here, Might as well let you know that tonight's game brought to you in part by Olson's for Healthy Animals, where good enough just isn't, with locations in Prescott, Chino, Dewey, Flagstaff, and the Verde Valley.
Yep.
Also want to send out congratulations to the Prescott badminton team as they defeated Thunderbird in the Elite Eight of State yesterday, and they're moving on to the Final Four. That'll be taking place tomorrow down at Ironwood High School. And now the second quarter can get underway. Again, the Badgers third and goal from the 10. Puglisi from the gun. Overton standing next to him. Trips out to the far side. Puglisi throwing it to Kenny Military. Oh, off of his hands. The pass was on target, but that ball just bounced off of Kenny Military's fingers.
He was covered, but a little high pass, but he tried for it. He was there.
So now we're going to have Brady. Now we're going to have Brady Costas come in for the field goal try to pull the Badgers to within 4.
That's right. Every point counts in the game. Every point.
Oh yeah. And as I said, Costas has done a phenomenal job kicking for Prescott this year. Probably going to be an all-region first-team kicker, I would imagine.
Oh, there's no doubt. He's phenomenal.
And here we go. Snap. The kick. And that sucker is good.
All right.
So 11:55 to go here in the second quarter. Our score from Bill Shepherd Field, it's Bradshaw Mountain 14 and Prescott 10. Let's take a 30-second break on our broadcast of Badger football. We'll be back with more right after this.
It's Badger time, folks. This is Steve Blair, Prescott High School alumni. I'm passionate about Badger football and the love of this great community. I'm also passionate about my business, Blind Brothers of Arizona, the Originals. I truly love making homes more beautiful with the best shutters, shades, and blinds. We come to you with samples and do all the measuring and installation ourselves. We've been around for 40 years, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. So call us today for a free estimate, 776-1845. Blind Brothers Arizona, the Originals, with Arizona in our name. Go Badgers!
And we are back here at Bill Shepherd Field. John Rust, Lou Benetton with you. And below us, the student section, all decked out in camo because the theme for them tonight is, of course, going bear hunting. And Coach, thank you for the little lesson you gave me on actual bear hunting here in Arizona before the game.
Yeah.
There's the kick, and catching that one on the bounce is the return man for Bradshaw Mountain. That's Andrew Vandell. Vandell breaks off a couple of tackles, and Vandell gets it up to about the 28-yard line. Rutger Funk bringing down the Funk on AVD. So the Bears going to start at their own 28-yard line, and Bradshaw now with a 4-point lead over Prescott. Coming out to the near side for the Bears will be Caden Dabney. Dabney with 6 touchdown catches this season for the Bears. Sanford going to air that one out to the far side, and that time it's Taggart who catches the ball, and Taggart,
it's like he got a first down.
yeah, gets up to about the 40-yard line. Landon Taggart, of course, with a touchdown catch in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's got he had 23 receptions, 292 yards, 5 touchdowns coming in the game, so he's up that 1 touchdown. Now he's got some more yardage.
Trips out to the near side for the Bears. 1st and 10 from the 37. Kylan Jackson with the ball. He breaks off a couple of tackles there, then piled on at the 43-yard line by Prescott. By the way, Coach, I did get a text here from Prescott Deputy Police Chief John Brambilla. We were talking about Kylan Jackson, and I'm sure colleges are interested in him. Yeah, Kylan Jackson has had calls from NAU, Oregon State, and Utah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, John.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chief. There's the handoff to, well, Kylan Jackson, and Jackson almost slipped out of an ankle tackle there.
Should be a first down.
Gunnar Parra with the tackle there, and that is still going to be good enough for a Bradshaw first down.
Yeah, he's a hard runner.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not only quick.
Been surprised about NAU and Utah and a few like that.
And not only quick, but also, like you said, strong. I mean, Colin Jackson goes 6'1" and about 195 pounds.
Yeah, he's strong. He's got powerful legs and upper body.
Oh, man! And Prescott mows through the line, and Rutger Funk comes down, and he brings down the Funk on Kylan Jackson.
Yeah, that was a hit. Now, he can't shot through that front line. I have no idea how he got through that, but that was a gap, and he shot quick and hard.
That is a 3-yard loss there on that big hit by Rutger Funk.
Yeah, that was a great play by him.
2nd and 13 now for Bradshaw Mountain. Jackson with the ball again, and Jackson gets stood up at the line. Jackson thrown back and then thrown into the ground. Looks like that was Dante DeCourt who led the charge in on there, helped out by Blake McGlory.
Yeah, we're beefed up that middle. He's not going to get very much in that middle. We got linebackers stacked in there, and the big front linemen are holding their own, and the linebackers are filling. He's not getting anything in there.
That's going to be another loss tacked on to Jackson. So 3rd and 14 now for Bradshaw Mountain. And actually Jackson going to go out to the far side. We're going to have 4 guys on the far side, or the near side, I should say. There's a throw. There's the catch, and it's dropped. Oh, man, that was number 14, Desmond Tolbert, the tight end, who had that ball in his hands, and it just slipped out and fell to the ground.
That was a great defensive stand, especially on that running back.
Well, Coach, I think my song dedication for tonight's game is coming true, because so far we are seeing a thriller as Kylan Jackson punched the ball away, almost had that punt blocked, and that's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
That was a great defensive stand. He got nowhere. He lost 2 consecutive losses on those runs. So
9 minutes left to go here in quarter number 2. 14-10. Bradshaw Mountain on top of Prescott. Season finale for Prescott. It's the regular season finale for Bradshaw Mountain. They're number 3 in the 4A conference in power points, so they will be going on to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's interesting, the new 24-team playoff.
Mm-hmm.
With the bye for the first 8.
Actually, you look at the top 8. Mojave is in there at number 4. And the 2 teams that beat Bradshaw Mountain this year, Snowflake and Arcadia, number 1 and number 2 respectively.
Yes, they are. Those are 2 tough teams. They are. It's a tough top 4 guys, really.
So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 30 for Prescott. Puglisi just going to hand that one off to the running back. And that's Trace Overton.
Trace Overton again.
And just a 1-yard gain there by Overton. 2nd and 9 now for Prescott. Ball on the Prescott 31-yard line. As Colton Sunshine coming back into the game. He's going to join Triplets out to the far side.
Motion across.
And it's actually Overton who takes the snap. Overton gets some great blocking there by number 77 for Prescott, Bo Bryce. And Bo Bryce, I'll tell you what, Bo Bryce just shoving Kylan Jackson all over the place.
Down. Looks like Overton.
Oh, boy. Prescott definitely does not need this. They already have a depleted backfield. You have Braylon Johnson out. You've got Jacob Chamberlain out. You've got Nick Phillips out. And like you said, Coach, it looks like that might be Trace Overton down there on the field. And Overton, he has definitely been picking up the bulk of the work for Prescott.
Been a real workhorse today. Doing well. He's been running well. The line's been blocking very well for him.
And Bo Bryce, I'll tell you that Bo Bryce going 6'6", 310 pounds. He actually went up against Kylan Jackson and was just pushing him all over the place like Kylan didn't weigh anything.
Yeah.
And that's
Big
how
boys.
that's how Overton was able to get the first down there. Good job by Bryce clearing the path, but now looks like Trace Overton is down. And if Overton...
he's up.
Oh, he's
Well,
up.
let's see. He's hopping.
Yeah, he's limping. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that didn't look good, unfortunately. Might be an ankle. It's hard to say. Lower leg looks like, but that's not good looking when he can't put any weight on it.
Oh, jeez. And just it's just been one of those years where Prescott has from an injury standpoint, it has just been really harsh, especially these last couple of weeks. Last week they lost Jacob Chamberlain and Nick Phillips to injury.
Yep.
And now, I will be very, very surprised if Overton comes back tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, that does not look good. Not coming off on his own power, putting any weight on it at all.
And this is Overton's senior year, and definitely don't want to go out in a game like this.
Looks like he's putting a little weight on it now. Looks like he's got those ankles taped up as it is.
You got to wonder if Prescott might go a little more to the air with so many of their backs down. There's the throw, and we're going to get pass interference here as it looks like Casey Ballman had a hold of Kenny Miller-Terry. That's going to be the second time that Ballman gets nailed for pass interference.
Yeah, well, he's having to cover Terry, and that's a tough one to cover.
Especially doing it just single coverage.
Yes, exactly. Looks like they're in his zone coverage. He had a flat coverage, and Terry was running a flat pattern that backer had to pick him up.
That's going to put the ball almost right at midfield with 8:07 left to go in quarter number 2. It's 14-10. Bradshaw Mountain over Prescott. And again, Trace Overton, who's been doing the bulk of the running tonight for Prescott, he is now out.
Yep.
Pretty much the whole receiving core or the whole rushing core down.
They are.
Now Caleb Fox gets the ball, and Fox.
He stopped right at the line, looks like.
Fox, who's normally done work as a linebacker this year, well, now he's being pressed into service as a running back. I would imagine we're also going to see more of Rutger Funk carrying the ball as well.
Yeah, I got a feeling he's going to be in there doing that. When you're running out of everybody, you start plugging it in.
And like you said, probably going to go to the air a lot more now, especially when you got a target like Kenny Miller-Terry out there.
Well, they got some good little flat passes, some verts. Where guys are going vertical on that. They used Terry on that touchdown on a vertical one.
Also got Eli Allen, who's made some good catches.
Yep, there they go again. It's a vert right there.
And there's, almost caught. Kenny Miller-Terry actually broke free of double coverage, had the ball in his hands, and it just popped out. That pass was on target to KMT, but just couldn't get a handle on the ball.
Yep.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 8 now for Prescott. 7:17 left to go in quarter number 2. Two receivers out to either side now for the Badgers. KMT out on the far side. And Puglisi yelling out some last-minute instructions to his guys.
There's those flats. It's a wheel.
There's a throw to the far side.
No, way over.
Well, it's caught by a Bradshaw Mountain player, but the guy who caught it is on the sideline, so that is out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
4th down. Prescott will punt it away with 7:10 left to go in the second quarter.
For an incomplete pass, it'll be 4th down and 8.
Kylan Jackson back to return the punt, and Coach, I would imagine that they're going to kick it far away from Kylan Jackson.
I would think. Kind of angle it to one side, angle it out of bounds deep, do something. But we got a timeout, Prescott. Something they're going to have to talk about.
By the way, folks, you are listening to Prescott Football here on the news, 1490 AM, 103.5 FM, online at kyca.info, and live streamed on the KYCA Facebook page. Also, tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Prescott Unified School District, the Badgers' biggest fans, every child, every day. Visit PrescottSchools.com. And tonight's game also brought to you in part by Prescott True Value on Miller Valley Road. There's so much more than a hardware store, locally owned since 1982. So Ashton Whitwell going to punt this one away for Prescott. As I said, Kylan Jackson back to return the punt. Though, like I said, I would be surprised if that ball goes anywhere near Mr. Jackson. Low snap.
Yep,
Whitwell.
Sideline, just like they said. Yep. Should have had that a little deeper, though.
Yeah, that was
a lot of room. They had a lot of room to go deep.
That was a really short punt. Bounces out of bounds around the 32-yard line.
Yeah.
That's called we ain't taking any chances with Kylan Jackson.
No.
So the Bradshaw offense coming back out on the field, again led by quarterback Michael Sanford. And Sanford in his senior season for Bradshaw Mountain.
He got outside on it.
And we got a flag on the play. Kylan Jackson looks like he picked up the first down.
Going to be against Mingus. I mean, I want to call Mingus to the ball, but I'm sorry about that. Bradshaw.
You faced Coach Bob Young at Mingus. How many times during your career, Coach?
And he was red and gray, and these guys are red and black. So, I mean, what the heck?
So, looks like it's going to be a hold here against Bradshaw Mountain.
They've killed some of their big gains lately. They've been making some key big mistakes, key penalties, keeping their offense down.
Great crowd on hand here tonight for the rivalry game and on a Thursday night as well. Again, with Halloween tomorrow, a lot of high school football teams across the state scheduling their games for tonight.
Yep.
Kylan Jackson stands next to Sanford. Sanford rolling out to the far side.
Whoa.
Sanford with the throw, and it looked like right after Sanford let go of the ball, he got splattered by one of the Badgers.
I can't get the number.
Same here. I think that might be Kingston Douthit, but I'm not 100% sure. The numbers all bunched up, so I really can't see
It's hard to read these numbers the way they are, the gold numbers. They're so close together, they blend in almost.
Actually, looks like that was Easton Shy who made that hit, but it's an incomplete pass. And that's going to bring up second down for Bradshaw Mountain as Taggart goes out to the far side.
That was a counter.
And Kylan Jackson slips by one ankle tackle, breaks off another tackle. Jackson at the 40, Jackson at the 30, at the 20. Now, as we say in New Jersey, forget about it.
It's the second time they ran that counter, and it was very successful on us.
And that is going to be a 76-yard touchdown run by Kylan Jackson. And again, Jackson got hit about maybe 3 or 4 times, could not be taken down, and as soon as he got past midfield, Jackson just switched on the afterburners, and there was nothing Prescott could do.
Now, once he gets that speed going, it's hard to tackle him unless you get a real good hit on him, and we did not.
And Womble picks up the extra point. So Kylan Jackson doing Kylan Jackson things to make it a 21-10 lead for Bradshaw Mountain. Let's take a 30-second break here on our broadcast of Prescott football, and we'll be back with more right after this.
At Yavapai Exceptional Industries, we're constantly improving products, processes, and outcomes. And now, good people of the Central Highlands, we're bringing on drone surveillance. Drone surveillance of your backyard. And if you're not outfitted with patio furniture made at Yavapai Exceptional Industries, well, get with the program, people. YEIWorks.com. Place your order now and book a tour while you're at it. It'll make your day.
And we're back here on Thursday night football. John Rust and Lou Benetton with you. 21-10 our score. Kylan Jackson coming through with a 76-yard touchdown run for the Bears. Here comes the return. Looks like that is Kingston Douthit.
Going to the outside. We're trying that outside. It's successful so far.
And
both returns. Whoa.
Oh, that's going to be a late
Uh-oh.
hit. Douthit was hit out of bounds.
There could be another thing, too. There's a penalty from over here. The one over there did not throw it, but this guy, there could be a block, illegal block in the back.
So Douthit got up to about the 38-yard line.
See what they're going to call.
Yeah, it looked like Douthit was already out of bounds when he got slammed into by another Bradshaw player. Okay, here comes the official, and we will get official word. Holding against Prescott.
Yep. That's what I thought. 'Cause it came way back over here. That guy couldn't have called the out-of-bounds stuff.
Well, so much for a great run back by Kingston Douthit.
18-yard line, first down and 10.
So Prescott will start from their own 18-yard line. 6:27 to go here in the first half. It's a 21-10 lead now for Bradshaw Mountain. Puglisi with the handoff, run going up the far side, excuse me.
Caleb Fox on the carry.
Caleb Fox, the ball carrier. And Fox, looks like the line gave him a decent push there, and he got about 3 or 4 yards off of that run. 2nd and 7 for the Badgers, coming down to 6 minutes left to go here in the half. Colton Sunshine out to the near side along with Eli Allen. Looks like Jake Diener's also out there too. Puglisi from the gun.
Quick pass, quick slant.
And there's
First
the
down.
catch. And Kenny Miller-Terry gets the first down after getting wrestled down by about 2 or 3 Bears, including Draven the Raven Gilbert and Andrew Vandell.
Yeah, that was a nice slant. Got right in front of the cornerback, and the Puglisi threw it, just perfect timing on it. Go ahead.
Kenny Miller-Terry, who does have a touchdown catch tonight, gets the first down for the Badgers. 1st and 10 from Prescott's own 32-yard line.
You got to feel maybe doing some slants, some pass outs, and some verts on these guys. They've been successful for us.
Puglisi from the gun. Give us to Fox again. Fox going up to the far side. Fox taken down from behind. I believe that was Diego Galaz who got the tackle, but Fox still able to pick up about 5 or 6 yards there.
He did. It was good.
And it looks like he got some help there by big Blake McGlory, Nightshades, paving the way for Caleb Fox.
Yeah, he's got some big boys there.
2nd and 5 now for the Badgers with 4:35 remaining in the second quarter. KMT out to the far side for Prescott. Puglisi steps back, looking, got some time. Now can't find anyone to throw it to. Puglisi still scrambling. Now the throw. Kenny Miller-Terry gets the ball and then gets popped by Kylan Jackson.
That was perfect timing on the hit. So that wasn't a pass interference. It was perfect timing on the hit. Ball hit the receiver at the same time the back did.
I think that's another thing, too, with Kylan Jackson. Everyone looks at him as a running back, but Jackson's also been doing a darn good job on the defensive end of the ball and for punting as well. So a great multi-talented athlete and multi-sport athlete, too. He's also on the basketball and track and field teams at Bradshaw.
The Prince of Mukamori, who played against DePaul, the running back, ended up playing DB at Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't even run again.
Then he played for the Giants, so
Then
I
he
can't
played for
forgive
the
him.
Giants.
Yeah,
Yes,
I can't
he
forgive
did.
him for that being an Eagles fan.
I know.
There's the catch by Eli Allen, and Allen going to get the first down. And then Allen get flung to the ground by Kylan Jackson in what looks like a wrestling move.
It sure did, man. He flipped him right on over.
Man, you can bet Coach Bud Nolan might be coming up to us like, hey, Kylan, forget about basketball. Come out and join us on the mat.
Yeah, no kidding. He's a strong kid.
But a great catch there by Eli Allen, picking up the first down for Prescott.
Yeah, that's maybe our key right now. Those little crossing patterns, the little slants, quick outs, play actions.
Two receivers on the near side for Prescott. Puglisi from the gun. He steps back. Got some good protection. He throws it, and it's another catch there. And that's Colton Sunshine. Sunshine dodges one tackle, then gets wrapped up around the ankles at the 30-yard line. Antonio Valenzuela with the stop, but it's going to be a first down thanks to the catch by Colton. Sunshine. Sunshine.
Yeah, it was a great pass, great catch. DB tried to knock it down, but with the reception, he left him all alone. He had a lot of yards to run. Still got twins on both sides.
Puglisi gives the ball to Fox. Fox dodges one tackle. Now he breaks through the line, and Fox at the 10, and Caleb Fox into the end zone for the touchdown. And a great job there by the line, opening up that hole for Caleb Fox to break through for a 30-yard touchdown run.
Like we say, you never know what's going to happen in this game with the spirit of the kids.
Yeah, we got ourselves a ball game again. It is 21-16 pending the extra point. Caleb Fox, his first rushing touchdown of the year.
You can't come into a game overconfident sometimes. Sometimes you look at people's records, who they played, and they're a little overconfident, and they sting you. That's what we did when we were 0-9. Bradshaw was 6-3.
And here's the extra point by Costas, and ho-hum, as usual, it's good by Brady Costas. So with 2:59 left to go in the second quarter, the Badgers get right back in it. They now trail Bradshaw Mountain 21-17. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Exceptional Community Hospital Prescott is now open. Prescott's newest state-of-the-art hospital provides 24/7 emergency care, featuring private, spacious inpatient rooms and on-site radiology, lab, and pharmacy services. We accept all insurance plans and honor in-network benefits for emergency care. With minimal to no ER wait times, you can trust us to deliver the exceptional care you deserve. Exceptional Community Hospital Prescott is located at 4822 State Highway 69. Learn more at www.ehc24.com.
I'll talk about stepping up your game. If you're the Badgers, you don't have Braylon Johnson, you don't have Jacob Chamberlain, you don't have Trace Overton, you don't have Nick Phillips in the backfield, and other people whose names we haven't been calling out a whole lot on offense this year. They are really coming through for Prescott right now, as on the return, Vandell gets hammered into the ground by Easton Shy. Looks like also Caleb Fox in on that tackle, and Fox, who just picked up the 30-yard touchdown run for Prescott to get him right back into this game, Coach.
Yep, that was a great coverage on our kickoff team, too. Kept him within the 20-yard line. That's really good.
And you talked about how you can't come in overconfident and looking at other people's records, and you figure that coming into this game, you look at Prescott's backfield, or what's left of it, and go, oh, how does Prescott have a chance in this? But like I said, when you get other people stepping it up, especially for a game like this, anything can happen, and now it's a 4-point game.
Yep, you come up with you don't have a run game, you go to a pass game, and that's what we got going right now.
Sanford going to hand that ball off to Kylan Jackson. Jackson slips by about 2, 3, 4 tackles, and finally taken down by Easton Shy, showing he is not too shy to shy, hush, hush, but Jackson does pick up the first down for Bradshaw.
Yeah, he maneuvered himself around again through there and did a good job.
So the Bears have it at the 41-yard line in their own territory. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Sanford with the throw, and there's the catch on the far side by Taggart. Taggart going down the sidelines and knocked out of bounds at the 45, but Landon Taggart picking up a first down for Bradshaw Mountain.
A little swing pass. The twins out there motioning the trips, and a nice little swing pass.
No penalty on that pass play. Instead, it's caught, and it'll be
so third catch tonight for Landon Taggart. Actually, his first catch of the night was a 13-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah, he's a good little receiver.
Trips out to the near side for Bradshaw. Sanford flips
Option
that
pitch.
one over to Kylan Jackson. Jackson slips by one tackle, then gets shoved out of bounds by Prescott.
I'm surprised he went that quick pitch to the short side. Still gained up a few yards, but only about 3. That's usually something you go to the wide side, but sometimes it's...
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Kylan Jackson with about 170 rushing yards so far tonight for Bradshaw Mountain. Had 161 rushing yards last week in that win over Coconino. Again, it's fake to Jackson. The throw and a wide open Ty Young gets the catch, and Young going to take it up to the 30 for a first down, and now we get a flag.
That's going to be a late hit. Late hit. The guy was down, and we didn't need to do that. It's going to tag on 15.
Ty Young, the big 6'2", 210 sophomore.
He was a big target.
Very much so. So Young does pick up the first down for Bradshaw, and then Bradshaw's going to get a lot more after that late hit.
The official calls targeting on that.
Targeting is the call.
Oh, the guy
on
got
Prescott.
ejected then.
And not sure who that was who got called for it.
Whoever it was is ejected from the game for targeting.
Oh, boy.
And you can't afford to lose a defensive player either.
For Prescott, you can't afford to lose anyone right now the way the injury list is stacking up.
But when he went in head first, so I guess that was...
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Bradshaw from the Prescott 15-yard line, $1:50 to go in the second quarter. 21-17, Bradshaw on top, and they're looking to extend that lead. Sanford looking, throws to the near side, it's caught and shoved out of bounds is the receiver, Caden Dabney.
At the 2 or 3 yard line. Oh, maybe he's about the 5 yard line. Guess it's closer to 5.
Either way, it's going to be a first down. Yeah, they're going to say the 3-yard line.
Yep.
So Bradshaw Mountain knocking on the end zone door. First catch of the night for Caden Dabney.
Dabney has 20 catch for almost 300 yards, 6 TDs.
Jonte Jones standing next to Sanford, but the give is to Jackson. Jackson going right up the
he
middle.
Didn't make it.
Oh, Prescott does a really good stand there.
Yep.
I don't even know if Jackson got any yardage
I
there.
don't think he did. I think he's back the line of scrimmage.
Menno Dow with the tackle on Jackson. Menno Dow had a really good game last week for Prescott down at Yonker. Dow coming up with 10 tackles for Prescott.
They're taking so long to run this play. 1:05 left.
Actually, Dow, 10 tackles, 2 sacks, and a fumble recovery last week against Yonker. Yeah.
Wow, they've wasted almost 20 seconds. They wasted 20 seconds getting this play in.
Sanford. And
there's that triple twist over. We got
looks
timeout
like
Prescott.
Prescott with the timeout with 48 seconds left to go.
They start with a trio on the right, and they move the trio to the left. All 3 guys move over to the left, and it could be a power on the left side, so we're making an adjustment.
And we're seeing Jonte Jones out there for Bradshaw Mountain. And Jones, a pretty good running back in his own right here. 419 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns for him this year. He also has a touchdown catch as well.
Yeah.
So a nice compliment there for Kylan Jackson to give him a few plays off when the time is needed.
It sure is, yep.
And on the sidelines, we see Gio Puglisi over by the trainer's table comforting Trace Overton. Overton again came out earlier in the half, limping. And again, he's probably done for the rest of the night. And as you said, Coach, whoever got the targeting call is also done for the rest of the night.
Yep.
We don't know who that player was, though, folks.
No, we don't.
So 2nd and goal for Bradshaw from the 3. You got to figure a lot of eyes going to be on Kylan Jackson, but you cannot take any attention away from Jonte Jones.
No, you sure can't.
Or even Michael Sanford. He's got some good wheels, too.
Oh, my God, they get the wishbone. Quarterback underneath, the wishbone.
And there's the run going up the middle. Sanford with the dive.
Fumble on the play.
And a fumble on the play, and the Badgers get it. The Badgers get the fumble right at the goal line.
Oh, my goodness.
And what a reversal of fortunes here in this game.
Isn't that the truth? They used up a lot of clock, too.
Well, now the Badgers have just 36 seconds to try to put something together here before halftime.
You can't kneel it.
On the 1 yard line, it'll be first down and 10 with 36 seconds remaining in the first half.
So it's going to be touch and go here. They're going to send the house, probably trying to get a safety. That would be my guess.
And actually, it looks like we're going to get another timeout here. Timeout for Prescott as they talk things over. So while we have this timeout, folks, I want to remind you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Yavapai Exceptional Industries, a charitable organization serving adults with disabilities since 1974. And tonight's game sponsored in part by Blind Brothers Arizona and Badger alum Steve Blair, offering premier window treatments in northern Arizona since 1979. So some big doings about to come up here for Prescott. As, no, they're going to have to try to either make the pass or run it out of the end zone here with the ball at the 1 yard line. Again, a great fumble recovery by Prescott. We don't know who got the fumble recovery for the Badgers, but talk about a huge defensive play as Coach Cody Collette giving his guys last-minute instructions. Bears heading back out on the field, so are the Badgers.
It's going to be an interesting series right here. Backed up against the wall, blitzing possibility. Going to have to really gut it out if the quarterback's going to be underneath. Yeah, going to have the quarterback underneath, going to just try to wall it out so we don't get a safety.
And the push up the middle, and yep, the Badgers get a little breathing room there.
And with the time going around, we could actually walk out of here with no points and them no points, which would be all right.
Yeah.
Right now, we just want to make sure we protect that from a safety.
So right now, it does look like the Badgers are just going to be content to let the clock run down.
Rutger Funk with the carry up the middle.
As Rutger Funk was the ball carrier there. The clock hits 0.
Yep. Boy, did we dodge a bullet.
And I'll tell you, we got a close one here tonight, as it is 21-17, Bradshaw Mountain over Prescott. And it looks like we're going to be in store for a dogfight the rest of the way here. Okay, folks, halftime coming up here on our broadcast. This reminder, we had a little technical issue. We are not able to play our usual halftime interviews on our live stream, but you can go to kyca.info, hit the listen live link there, and you can get those interviews there. And also, we will have these interviews up on our website, kyca.info, tomorrow. But coming up, we have Sean Kidd for our senior spotlight. And talk about a special halftime interview. Last Saturday, I got to be up at Embry-Riddle for the women's soccer game. And Riddle was playing Park, and I got to talk to Riley Schroeder, Prescott's former all-conference soccer player here at Prescott High School, now playing with Park University, and on the starting defense for Park University in her freshman year. So I got to talk to her, so you will hear her on the halftime show and her thoughts about playing her first year at college. All right, folks, again, halftime coming up here. And, Coach Benetton's actually going to leave us here. Kelly Court is going to take over, Coach. Pleasure, as always, having you here on the first half.
Same here, John, but I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to announce for Bob Young's adjustments because he will have them.
Oh, I'm sure Kelly can pick up the slack admirably there, Coach.
Sure will. Thank you, John.
Always a pleasure. You have yourself
Thank
a good
you, John.
one.
You too.
Kelly Cordes will join us here in the second half. So a break here for our halftime show. We'll be back with our usual halftime interviews, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Clark Tenney, Superintendent of Prescott Unified School District. PUSD students receive the educational foundation they need to do great things. Will your child be the next one of our 26,000 alumni who becomes an Arizona Supreme Court Justice, Attorney General, or President of the Arizona Senate? Will they become a business owner, doctor, nurse, attorney, engineer, or teacher? Whatever their dreams, our Prescott schools will help them get started. PUSD builds great leaders. Check us out at prescottschools.com. PUSD, where every child, every day matters.
All right, we are back here at Bill Shepherd Field. John Rust, Kelly Cordes as the Pride of Prescott Marching Band going through their field show. And well, we got ourselves a barn burner, a slobber knocker, a dog fight. Yeah, pick your favorite adjective there. It is 21-17. Bradshaw up by 4. Bradshaw could have been up by a lot more were it not for a fumble at the 1-yard line. And, well, now we have another guy in here at color commentary. We got a little tag team going on here, so tag it in for Coach Lou Benetton. Well, we have another former Prescott coach and Prescott Hall of Famer as well, Kelly Cordes. And, well, Kelly, you were actually over in the booth having to put up with Robert Swan and Travis Stedman, so my sympathies for you there, man. We kid. Well, maybe not with Travis. I don't know. No, we kid. So, Kelly, just your impressions of the first half of this game between the Badgers and the Bears.
The Badgers should have been playing like this the whole year. The last 2 weeks, the Badgers have played good football. Even though the Badgers lost last week down at Yonker and Buckeye, the Badgers played well. People watching this game here tonight have got to be wondering how in the world did the Badgers lose like they did at Coconino and Lee Williams and Mojave. And this just goes to show you that in a rivalry game, kids kind of get up for it. And I sense the Badgers were ready to play tonight, and they're giving the Bradshaw Mountain Bears all they want.
And I think what's most impressive, Kelly, is how the Badgers are doing it so shorthanded. Their backfield is pretty much gone at this point, or their usual backfield. Braylon Johnson, Jacob Chamberlain, Trace Overton, Nick Phillips, all out with injury tonight. Yep. But then look what's happening. You got Rutger Funk carrying the ball a few times. Gio Puglisi's throwing the ball out to Eli Allen more. And then you had Caleb Fox coming through, a linebacker normally coming through with his first touchdown run of the year.
People that don't normally play in those positions are stepping up, and that's the reason this ball game is only 21-17.
Yeah.
I will tell you that number 25, Kylan Jackson, he's the real deal. Mm-hmm. And the Badgers would be ahead in this game if it hadn't been for two of Jackson's long runs.
Yeah. Well, when I had Coach Benetton here, we actually got a text from Deputy Police Chief of Prescott, John Brambilla, because we were talking about, I'm sure there are colleges looking at Kylan Jackson. Yeah, there are. Those colleges include Utah, Oregon State, and you're going to like this one, Kelly, because I know how you feel on this subject. NAU is also looking at Kylan Jackson.
That's great. However, if he has a choice between NAU and Utah, I think I know what he would take.
NAU? Hey, just throw it in. You never know. But yeah, that's going to be the difficult thing to stop Kylan Jackson. And also, as Coach Bob Young and as Coach Cody Collette said in our morning report, Bradshaw Mountain, they've got a lot more weapons than just Kylan Jackson out there. We've seen that with Michael Sanford. We saw that with Landon Taggart. We really haven't seen that with Jonte Jones yet. But watch out for him, because I'm sure sooner or later he's going to be getting the ball a few times.
Well, and I always get concerned when playing Bradshaw. And as Coach Benetton was walking out of the press box, we started talking about what kind of adjustments will Bob Young make at the halftime, because he's very well known for making great adjustments at that point in time. And the Badgers are going to have to kick off to the Bears to start the second half. So we'll see if we can notice any changes in the Bradshaw Mountain game plan the second half from what they were doing in the first half.
All right. Well, folks, while the Prescott cheerleaders are doing their show, and what do you know? They're having a routine here to Thriller, which was actually my song dedication of the night.
Somebody must have ESP, either you or somebody with the pom-pom line.
I guess, but yeah, so there you go, Kelly. So guess what? There was actually a song dedication I had where probably everyone knows the song and the guy who sang it.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you, is the Thriller album still the all-time top-rated selling album in music history?
It wouldn't surprise me if it is, if it still
Yeah,
is.
I have a feeling it is.
Okay. Well, folks, while we're waiting for the action to get back going here, let's go to our Tri-City scoreboard. Quite a few things going on here on a Thursday night. Well, for one, a lot of action involving Embry-Riddle. Their men's basketball team was in action against West Coast Baptist tonight. The Eagles getting the 98-60 win over that team.
I think that was very good experience, even though they got beat handily down at in Tucson earlier this week by the University of Arizona basketball team. That had to be real good experience for them going into the season.
Okay, and of course, couple other scores we have here for you tonight. We got a final for women's soccer as Embry-Riddle getting a 6-1 win over La Sierra, and Carrie Cassoon, former Prescott soccer player, she had a goal in that one. Also in the first half of the men's soccer game, La Sierra with a 1-0 lead over Embry-Riddle. We also had a flag football game tonight involving Mare as Monument Valley got the win over Mare 52-0. We are still waiting for any results from the Prescott boys golf team. They were down in Levine for day two of the state tournament. So we're still waiting for results from there. But yesterday they did finish in 12th place for day one. We're still waiting to see how they wrap up this.
Now, I do have to mention that in Yavapai County tomorrow night, there is a...
Kelly, we're going to take a break here. Sorry to cut you off. We're taking a break here, and we're going to come back with more right after this. And welcome back to Bill Shepherd Field. John Russ, Kelly Court is with you. We apologize. We had some technical difficulties here, and hopefully they have been straightened out as we get set for the second half of action. 21-17, the Bears are on top of the Badgers. And here's a kick by Brady Costas. And now the return looks like that is Andrew Vandell, and Vandell going up to the far side, and Vandell gets taken out. And
good tackle on that kickoff return by the Bradshaw Mountain Bear, number 42 for the Badgers. Caleb Fox made a really good tackle. So the Bears will start at their own 22, 1st and 10 to start this first drive of the second half.
So the Bears with 2 out to the near side. And there's the snap, and the give is to Kylan Jackson. Jackson breaking through a couple of tackles, gets up to the far side, and then run out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
Just a handoff to Jackson going around left end towards the Bradshaw bench. Looks like he picked up about 4 yards where it's going to be second down and 6. The ball at the Bradshaw Mountain 26-yard line. I think we have a penalty on the on that previous play.
Yeah, well, the official walking between the 20-25-yard line.
Going to be offsides against the somebody on the offensive line for Bradshaw. Going to be a 5-yard penalty, so it'll be first down all over again. And the ball gets placed down all the way back to the Bradshaw Mountain 11-yard line. It's got to be more than an offside penalty because that's a 10-yard penalty. It's 1st and 20.
Yeah, but again, it looked like the referee signaled for offside.
Yes.
So Sanford rolling out and then gets tripped up. Looked like he's trying to split the defenders there, but got tripped up.
The guy that really made the play for the Badgers was number 56, Gunnar Parra, who did a really great job of tackling the Bradshaw Mountain quarterback, Michael Sanford.
So it's going to be 2nd and 25 for Bradshaw Mountain as they are hemmed in deep in their own territory. Ball at the 8-yard line.
Great opportunity for the Badgers to stop this initial drive by the Bears.
2 receivers out to the near side for Bradshaw Mountain. Sanford back in the end zone, throws, and the pass deflected and then caught. I think that was Kylan Jackson. The pass batted up in the air by one of the Badgers, and then Kylan Jackson able to make the catch. I think that was number 75, Dante DeCourt, who deflected the pass, but it wound up in the hands of Kylan Jackson.
You are correct. Number 75, Dante DeCourt, did get a hand up on that pass to deflect it, and it was caught by one of the Bear linemen, and the Bears have it all the way back at their own 3-yard line.
So Bradshaw going in the wrong direction. There's the give. That looks like it's Kylan Jackson. He gets up to about the 8-yard line, then gets stopped by Prescott. And that, of course, is going to be well shy of a first down. And the Bears will have to punt the ball away.
Great thing for the Badger defense to come out and get a stop like that. And the Badgers are going to end up with very good field position on their first possession of the half.
There's the punt. And Kenny Miller-Terry looked like he signaled for a fair catch. And I was going to say, it looked like he signaled for a fair catch. He picked it up, started to run, and then the officials blew the whistles.
He misjudged the punt. The punt sailed right over his head and then bounded in about another 15 yards. It's too bad he wasn't able to catch the ball because the Badgers would have started in Bradshaw Mountain territory. Instead, the Badgers are starting in their own territory back on the 39-yard line.
So 9:31 left to go here in the third quarter. It's 21-17. Bears on top. So Caleb Fox gets the ball, and Fox slips by one tackle and then gets taken down at about the 36-yard line. A couple yards gained there by Caleb Fox, though Fox almost got knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, Kelly.
Great effort by Caleb Fox, because he was going to go down several yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he ends up picking up 2 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 at the Badger 42.
Under 9 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Bears up by 4. Gio Puglisi directing traffic. Caleb Fox standing next to him. Puglisi with the throw, and there's the catch by Kenny Miller-Terry. And KMT tried to slip by one tackle, then gets thrown to the ground by Diego Galaz. Galaz with a handful of Kenny Miller-Terry and just spun him into the ground at the 40-yard line.
The pass out into the flat to Kenny Miller-Terry did pick up 8 yards, or not 8 yards, but about 6 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 2.
Oh, no, wait a minute. We got a penalty.
Well, let's see what.
I didn't even see a flag get thrown.
No, I didn't see one either.
Yeah, penalty against Prescott apparently.
I have not seen the head referee give a signal as to what the penalty is about here. Anyway, the ball gets marched back to the Badger 32-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and about 18.
So 2 receivers out to either side. Puglisi with the throw, and it sails over the head of Eli Allen.
Tried to throw the ball out into the right flat towards the Bradshaw Mountain sideline, and the ball just sailed over his head. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and long situation. Again, the ball at the Badger 32-yard line.
3rd and 17 to be precise.
You know, I'm wrong with that. Can't read the yard line, so it's actually the 27-yard line.
Puglisi with 2 receivers out to the near side. He's looking, can't find anyone to throw to. Gets rid of the ball just before he gets nailed by number 47 for Bradshaw, Sebastian Witkowski.
Trying to look for somebody to throw the ball to and couldn't find anybody open for quite a while, and finally went to throw the ball and was almost sacked. Badgers are going to have to punt the ball.
Kylan Jackson back to return the punt. But again, I imagine Whitwell going to kick it far away from Jackson. Low snap. And not a lot of altitude on that punt, and it's going to roll toward Kylan Jackson, but Eli Allen, Kenny Miller-Terry corral it, and that ball's going to roll to a dead stop at the 33-yard line. Hey, folks, tonight's game sponsored in part by Exceptional Community Hospital, Prescott's newest state-of-the-art hospital and 24/7 emergency service on Highway 69. Your community, your hospital.
That's the advantage. One of the advantages of playing on artificial turf, that when the ball hits the turf, it'll roll further than it would on natural grass.
Mm-hmm.
So that ball actually was a line drive punt, and it rolled all the way down to the Bradshaw Mountain 33-yard line where they have it 1st and 10.
2 receivers out to the near side for Bradshaw. Bradshaw moving left to right across your radio dial or your screen, depending on how you're following this game. And the give is to Kylan Jackson going up the far side. He makes the turn, slips by a couple of tackles, still on his feet. Finally hauled in by Drew Roberts, who shoves him out of bounds, but it's going to be another Bradshaw Mountain first down.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 18-yard gain. They're going to put the ball down right at midfield, right on the 50-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Bears.
Kylan Jackson closing in on 200 rushing yards for tonight's game. Tolbert in motion. And again, it's Kylan Jackson with the ball. Jackson breaks off a couple of tackles, actually runs into one of his own guys, and then taken down, finally stopped by Gunnar Para.
Did pick up 2 yards. If you can limit Jackson to 2 yards a carry, you're doing a great job. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 at the Badger 48.
21-17. Bears in the lead with 7:20 left to go in the third quarter. The throw by Sanford. Oh, it's deflected. And it looks like that was Dante DeCord who got in there, got a hand on that pass, and that thing just fell down. A dying quail at the 50-yard line.
Dante DeCourt's got to be about 6'4", 6'5", and that's within the last several minutes. That's the second time he's been able to bat the quarterback's pass down.
3rd and 8 now for Bradshaw Mountain. They've got the ball at the Badger 48. Sanford with Jackson right behind him. Sanford dropping back, trying to find someone to throw to. Now Sanford takes off, and he gets caught from behind, and then about 3 Badgers come in and finish off Michael Sanford. Easton Shy, one of the guys in on that tackle.
Have to give the Badgers secondary credit. He could not find anybody open. He was able to pick up about 3 yards. The ball sitting right on the Badger 45-yard line, and the Bears are going to go for it on 4th and 5.
No action. Yeah. Kylan Jackson makes the run to the near side, makes the turn, and Jackson gets the first down. Kingston Douthit with the hit there. Oh, boy, we got a Badger down at midfield. We already had Trace Overton come out of this game tonight. And now we got another Badger down, and here comes trainer Trent James and a couple of his assistants.
I think that's Eli Allen that's down, number 84. Basically, on that 4th down play, number 25, Kylan Jackson of the Bears, set up as the quarterback. Mm-hmm. And I think he probably has the option to either run the ball or punt it, because he was setting up about 8-9 yards back behind the line of scrimmage.
And it kind of fooled me too, because I was wondering if he was going to punt it as well, but Jackson got the ball, did a great sweep over to the near side. It got stopped by Kingston Douthit, but right now we do have a Badger down on the field. So while we're waiting for this, let's take a 30-second break here on our broadcast. 21-17, Bears on top. We'll be back with more from Bill Shepherd Field after this.
Prescott True Value Hardware, where we believe behind every project is a true value. Hi, I'm Suzanne Springer. There's a reason we have this slogan, because it's true. Over the years, Prescott True Value has become so much more than just a great hardware store with full-service hardware, paint, tools, outdoor living, barbecues, and don't forget the kitchen shop. We are committed to making sure you find what you want and know what to do with it. We're living the slogan here at Prescott True Value on Miller Valley Road, where we believe behind every project is a true value. Go Badgers!
And we're back here at Bill Shepherd Field. John Rust and Kelly Cordes, and as if the Badgers didn't have enough injuries, now they have one more. It looks like Eli Allen is now being taken to the trainer's table, and he was limping a bit. So we have Allen out, Trace Overton out, and prior to the game, Jacob Chamberlain was out, Braylon Johnson was out, Nick Phillips was out, also Noble Ortega on defense was out. Kelly, the injuries are just piling up now for the Badgers, and Eli Allen was having a pretty good game. He was becoming quite a useful target there for Gio Puglisi.
Yeah, he's a good weapon, and losing him is going to hurt, no doubt about it. The Bears have it 1st and 10 at the Badger 39-yard line.
So we got trips out to the far side for Prescott, and a flag comes flying in as the pass is now almost caught at the 10-yard line. But again, there was a penalty flag well before Sanford threw the ball.
Great defensive effort blocking that pass down. Marco Capuzano did a great job preventing that pass from being completed. Got a illegal motion shift on Bradshaw, and the Badgers declined the penalty, so it's going to be 2nd down and 10, again from the Badger 39-yard line.
6:24 left to go here in the third quarter. Again, 21-17. We got a tight game here between these two sides. Trips out to the far side for Bradshaw Mountain. Give is to Kylan Jackson, and Jackson gets stopped in the backfield, breaks by one tackle, breaks off another tackle, then finally piled on by about 2 or 3 Badgers, including Menno Dow. Gunnar Parr also into that tackle, and Kelly, a couple of Badgers looked like they were going to stop Kylan Jackson. He slipped away from him, started going up the far side, but that's when Dow and Gunnar Parr just dropped the hammer on Jackson and knocked him back a few.
Good team effort. By the way, Jackson does lose 2 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Again, trips out to the far side. Jackson joining them. Sanford drops back, throws down the middle, and intended for Jackson, but overthrown there. And actually, the closest guy to the ball was Prescott's Elliott Whalen.
Jackson came out of the backfield, lined up at the line of scrimmage as a wideout. You kind of knew they were looking to throw the ball to him, and number 8, Michael Sanford, the quarterback for the Bears, just overthrew him. And so now the Bears are punting the ball, 4th and 12.
Kylan Jackson gets the low snap, gets the punt off, goes down the near side. And that's going to land out of bounds with 5:29 left to go in the third quarter. So the Badgers holding strong here against Bradshaw Mountain. And again, Kelly, given the disparity in the PowerPoint rankings between these two sides, I wonder if a lot of people are kind of surprised that it's a pretty close game.
Well, again, like I said earlier, the Badgers obviously really came into this ball game ready to play. Mm-hmm. And they had a good mindset, obviously, coming into the game, and they're really giving the Bears all they want.
Gio Puglisi from the gun. Badgers with the ball at their own 24, and he hands that one off to Caleb Fox. Fox gets hung up on a couple of Bear tackles and then gets plowed into the ground, and it looks like number 33, Jonte Jones, from his linebacker position, puts the finishing touches there on Caleb Fox. Gain of about 2 for Fox.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. The ball sitting at the Badger 26-yard line.
2 receivers out to the near side for the Badgers. Final 5 minutes to go here in the third stanza. Kenny Military going out to the far side, and we get a flag come flying in. Puglisi lets loose the ball, and it hits off the fingers of Sean Kidd. Don't think it's going to matter, though, because we got a penalty here. Waiting to see what the call is.
He initially gave a illegal procedure penalty signal. I don't know if that's what this is going to be or not. Let's see what the head official does here.
He's looking over to both teams. Okay, here we go. False start against Prescott.
Against the Badgers.
And the Bears are actually going to decline it here.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. as a result of the Bears declining the penalty.
And the Badgers with the ball at their own 26-yard line. Puglisi hurls that one and hurls it far over anyone. So the Badgers, that's going to bring up fourth down for them.
Tried to throw the ball out into the flat, right flat towards the Bradshaw Mountain sideline, and basically just overthrew everybody. So the Badgers are going to have to punt, 4th and 8 from their own 26-yard line. It will give the Bears decent field position, and I'm sure they're not going to kick it right to Kylan Jackson, who's waiting for the punt.
Whitwell kicks that one over to the far side. Actually, no. Jackson with the catch, then bobbles the ball. Now Jackson gets up to the 40-yard line, gets through a couple of tackles, comes up to the 45-yard line, and the Badgers able to stop him there on the far side.
Ends up being about a 40-yard punt, but about a 15-yard return by Kylan Jackson. And it looks like the Bears are going to start this drive at their own 46-yard line.
Hey, folks, want to let you know that tonight's game brought to you in part by the Prescott Unified School District, the Badgers' biggest fans. Every child, every day. Visit PrescottSchools.com.
Well, both teams have had it twice so far in this half and punted both times.
Sanford fakes the give. There's the throw, and it's caught on the far side, and the catch made by Kyler Ross Centers, who had a touchdown catch back in the first half. And that's actually going to be enough for a first down.
Ball thrown out into the flat, about 5 yards downfield, and he's able to catch the ball and take the ball down to the Badger 44-yard line, where it's 1st and 10 for the Bears.
Sanford from the gun. He's got Kylan Jackson behind him. Tolbert in motion. Again, the fake give to Jackson, a throw, and it's caught by Kyler Ross Centers. And Ross Centers on the far side gets way downfield, almost up to the 10-yard line.
And number 17 for the Bears, who is Kyler Ross Centers, he got behind the Badger secondary, caught the ball. He was tackled down around the 11-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and 10 Bears at the Badger 11.
Sanford flips that one over to Jackson. Jackson scoots by one tackle, dives toward the end zone. Does he get the touchdown? It looks like he does. Yep, it is. I was waiting for a signal from the official, but it looks like one of them on the far side gave it. So a touchdown for Kylan Jackson, his second TD run of the night.
It was an option play where Sanford, the Bear quarterback, pitched it to Jackson going around left end and went on an 11-yard touchdown run.
27-17 Bears pending the extra point. Titus Womble in there for the PAT. The hold by Sanford. The kick is up. The kick is good. 4:06 left to go in the third quarter, and the Bears extend their lead. The score now 28-17. Let's take a 30-second break here on our broadcast of Prescott football. We will be back with more right after this.
This is Steve Sishka with Olson's for Healthy Animals. Trust is a word that is rarely applied to certain areas of our society, nationally and locally. I'm sure you know what I mean. However, trust is what people do have when they vote a business the best of. Olson's has been voted the best of by the readers of not one, but two trusted media sources, the Daily Courier and Prescott Living in 2024. Both were for the best pet supply. There's a reason why our motto is good enough just isn't. We don't take you for granted. We're proud to constantly earn your business.
Back here at Bill Shepherd Field, John Russ Kelly Court is with you, and you are listening to Badger football here on the news, 1490 AM, 103.5 FM, KYCA, Prescott, Arizona, USA. Time is 9:03.
Apparently there was a penalty on the Badgers on that point after try by the Bears in which they made.
Yeah.
And because the Bears are going to kick off from the Badger 45-yard line, that's a 15 yards penalty. Normally you kick off from your own 40, and now the Bears are kicking off from the Badger 45.
Yeah, we didn't see any flags come flying in. I think
No.
I know. I was looking at if the ball was going to go through the uprights there, but either way, Womble getting ready to kick it away for Bradshaw Mountain. And that one's going to wind up in the end zone. By the way, folks, we also had Thursday night football on the team, 14:50 a.m., KNOT. NFL Thursday night football, and, well, this one was pretty lopsided. It was Baltimore 28 and Miami 6. The Dolphins 2-7 now on the season.
And the Ravens didn't start out the year very well, but they're coming on, I think.
Well, it could be worse for the Dolphins, Kelly. They could be the Jets. So here we go with Prescott. Gio Puglisi in there at the 20-yard line. Gives it to Caleb Fox, and Fox gets shut down quickly by the Bear defense, and that is Antonio Valenzuela.
Caleb Fox got back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Badgers again at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, expect to see Fox carrying that ball quite a bit. Probably Rutger Funk will get some carries too. Again, it is now a very depleted backfield. Puglisi with the throw, and that one falls well short of his intended target, Sean Kidd.
He threw the ball sooner than Sean Kidd thought the ball was coming to him. That the ball, he sprinted down the sideline over here on the Badger side, and the ball was thrown and it was well behind him. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
3:22 left to go here in quarter number 3 with the Bears up 28-17. Puglisi drops back, still looking now, flings that one, and it's caught! And the catch made by Kenny Miller-Terry, who immediately gets dropped by number 10, Dallas Hernandez, but that is going to be enough for a Badger first down.
Great route run by Kenny Miller-Terry. He lined up on the right side, went down about 5 yards, broke across the middle, caught a really good pass from Gio Puglisi, and the Badgers have it at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10.
So we got trips out to the far side now for Prescott. Kenny Miller-Terry deployed out to the near side. Puglisi in the gun. He looks, scrambles a little bit now, throws, and KMT trying to reach out for that ball, but couldn't get it.
Gio Puglisi was being rushed by number 77 of the Bears, Julian Estrada, and I think he ended up throwing it a little bit sooner than he wanted to. Pass fell incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 again at the Badger 33.
Well, now a lot of the Bradshaw student section on the far side holding up their cell phones and turning on the flashlights and waving them around. Give us to Caleb Fox. Fox punches through a nice little hole there. Fox still on his feet, and Fox dragged down at the 45-yard line, and that ought to be good enough for a Badger first down. Caleb Fox doing a great job here tonight at running back, filling in for about 3 or 4 guys who are injured.
He got the handoff from Gio, the quarterback, started to his left, then recognized he was better off going to his right. He shifted gears to his right and picked up about a 13-yard gain. Ball at the 45-yard line of the Badgers.
And a good job by the O-line clearing a little path there for Caleb Fox. Trips out to the near side now for Prescott. Puglisi drops back. There's the throw, and there is the catch by number 34 of Prescott. That's Pace Norman, and it looks like Pace Norman might have picked up a first down there on that catch.
Yeah, again, just throwing the ball out into the left flat towards the Badger bench, and catches the ball and takes the ball into Bradshaw Mountain territory. Ball at the Bear 45.
Yeah, we're getting calls in here for Pace Norman, for Colton Sunshine, for Caleb Fox. Guys, you really haven't heard a whole lot on the Badger offense this year, but Prescott throwing in whoever they can, and now here's Fox. Fox looks like he gets taken down from behind by Casey Ballman.
Just got back to the line of scrimmage. There was good penetration by the defensive line of the Bears. And so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10, again at the Bradshaw Mountain 45-yard line.
Coming down to the final minute of play here in the 3rd quarter. Gio Puglisi, he's got Fox standing next to him. He steps back, he looks, he throws, and it's caught by Kenny Miller-Terry, and KMT had Casey Ballman all over him, and still KMT able to haul in that pass for a 1st down.
We've been saying this, Kenny Miller-Terry can play at the next level as a receiver. Ball all the way down at the Bradshaw Mountain 26-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Badgers.
Speaking of KMT, he's out on the far side. I think that might be Pace Norman joining him out there too. Puglisi just going to hand it off to Caleb Fox. Fox going up the middle. Fox still on his feet, and Fox getting a good push from the line there, and Fox also using his power to get up to the 20-yard line, about 2-3 yards shy of a 1st down.
Actually picked up 6 yards on that. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. The ball sitting right at the Bradshaw 20-yard line.
And let's see if the Badgers can get the play off here before the clock hits 0 for this half. They do. Fox with the ball. Fox going up the middle, and Fox dropped around the 15-yard line. So that ought to be good enough for a 1st down, but we'll find out when we come back from break because the 3rd quarter is over, and we're going into quarter number 4. So let's take a break here on our broadcast of Prescott football. We'll be back right after this.
It's Badger time, folks. This is Steve Blair, Prescott High School alumni. I'm passionate about Badger football and the love of this great community. I'm also passionate about my business, Blind Brothers of Arizona, the Originals. I truly love making homes more beautiful with the best shutters, shades, and blinds. We come to you with samples and do all the measuring and installation ourselves. We've been around for 40 years, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. So call us today for a free estimate, 776-1845. Blind Brothers Arizona, the Originals with Arizona in our name. Go Badgers!
Welcome back to Bill Shepherd Field. 4th quarter action here. John Rust, Kelly Cordes, and Kelly Cordes during the break was singing the praises of one Bo Bryce.
Bo Bryce, who's a right tackle, really threw. He blocked one player, then moved a couple yards downfield, threw another block, and really freed up number 42 for the Badgers, the running back Caleb Fox, and was able to pick up some good yardage because of Bo Bryce's blocks.
So here we go. The Badgers, they got it 1st and 10 from the Bear 14-yard line. It's an 11-point game. And a touchdown here will get the Badgers right back into it. And again, I think because of another media outlet also broadcasting this game, it's got to wait a little bit here for commercial breaks to play out.
By the way, the Badgers do have it 1st and 10 at the Bradshaw Mountain 14-yard line.
And both teams have all their timeouts here in the 4th quarter. And I think we're just about ready to go here with the final 4th quarter of 2025 for Prescott. And it could be an exciting one. Puglisi drops back, looking, still looking, and now Puglisi just falls to the ground.
Is he hurt?
Oh, wait a minute. I think he's actually hurt, Kelly.
I think he is too.
I think it looked like he was trying to run. And remember, Puglisi did have a knee issue earlier this year. Oh, man. And another Badger injured in this game.
He he had all kinds of time to throw. It wasn't like he was being rushed, and then he rolled out to his right, and all of a sudden, with the ball, he just went to the ground. The Badgers are going to end up with the ball back at the 24-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about they're going to put the ball down at the 22. So it's going to be a loss of about 8 yards and another Badger injury, John.
This is just unbelievable. We've already seen Trace Overton come out of the game, Eli Allen come out of the game, and now Gio Puglisi. And again, it might have been one of these things, Kelly, where Puglisi was trying to run one way and then wanted to go the other way. And like I said, Puglisi did lose some time earlier this year with a knee injury. He is up now. Geostorm standing up, and he is limping very, very noticeably, and he's going to be helped off the field here.
Yeah,
by a couple
obviously
of coaches.
I think you're talking about that previous knee injury on his left knee that happened earlier in the season, because that's he's being helped off to the sideline right now. So the Badgers are going to have to bring in
probably going to be James Heffron as quarterback.
That's
now.
exactly who they're bringing in. Number 18, James Heffron.
So the sophomore, who did an admirable job taking over for Puglisi when he was injured, he rolls out to the far side. He throws, and it's caught. It's bobbled, and it drops. Well, the intended receiver for Prescott was bobbling that thing like it was the proverbial hot potato and couldn't get a hold of it.
Yeah, I believe that's number 34.
Pace Norman, yeah.
Yes, that was bobbling that, and the pass fell to the ground. It's going to bring up third down. We're gonna say it's third down and 18. Again, the ball at the Bradshaw Mountain 22-yard line.
So James Heffron now in at quarterback, replacing the injured Puglisi. Heffron rolling to the far side, rolling, throwing, and a diving catch made. Actually, I think that catch might have been made out of bounds. We'll see what the officials say. And I think that was number 31, I believe, Colton Sunshine.
That's exactly right.
Actually, no, they're going to say that Sunshine did catch it in bounds.
Caught it in bounds. It's not a first. It's going to be third down and about 5. The ball just inside the 10-yard line, it looks like, at the Bradshaw 8.
Yeah, they're going to say it's a 14-yard pickup there.
Badgers are going to go for it on fourth down.
Oh, at this point, you got to. And now we are going to get a timeout here. Looked like there was a little confusion there on that play by Prescott. So while we have this time, folks, want to remind you that tonight's Badger football game brought to you in part by Yavapai, brought to you in part by Blind Brothers Arizona and Badger alum Steve Blair, offering premier window treatments in northern Arizona since 1979. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Exceptional Community Hospital, Prescott's newest state-of-the-art hospital and 24/7 emergency service on Highway 69. Your community, your hospital. And hey, thank you to all of our Badger sponsors, because without them, we would not be able to bring you any of these games throughout this season.
John, I'm sure the coaching staff looked at their options here. If they did kick a field goal, it would bring the Badgers within 8. But they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down here. It is fourth down and 5. So the Badgers can pick up a first down without scoring. Oh,
no,
they are
going to go for the field goal.
They are going to go for a field goal.
James Crockett will hold now. There's the kick by Costas. Good.
It was wide left.
No good.
Just wide left.
And that's something we rarely see from Costas. And remember, Kelly, Costas having a new holder here with Trace Overton out. They brought in the sophomore, James Crockett, to hold the ball.
Plenty of leg. I mean, that he just hooked the ball to the left, and the Bears are going to take over.
So still 28-17 the score in favor of Bradshaw Mountain. Here in the early part of the fourth quarter, Bradshaw, they will be going on to the 4A Conference State Playoffs. Now Prescott, this is going to be their last fourth quarter of the season. Sanford with the handoff. Kylan Jackson with a stiff arm, and another stiff arm knocks down a Badger, and Jackson taken out of bounds.
Just got the handoff from the Bear quarterback. Jackson goes around left end, picks up about 8 yards.
And that'll put Jackson over the 200-yard rushing mark.
Bears have it second down and 2 at their own 28-yard line.
And a heck of a stiff arm that Jackson threw on that one Badger. Such a stiff arm. He actually knocked him down.
He's not only a fast running back, he's a strong running back. You can see why people are recruiting him.
Yeah. There's Jackson again. Finds a hole up the middle and slips by a couple of tackles, and finally taken down by Easton Shy, but that's going to be enough for a first down. And actually, that's the same comment that Coach Benetton made in the first half, Kelly, about Kylan Jackson.
Yeah, a 12-yard gain. The Bears have it first and 10 at their own 37-yard line. The Bears have a momentum going since the Badgers missed that field goal.
And the run going up the middle again. It's Kylan Jackson. This time the Badgers are a little more ready for him. Rutger Funk coming down there and bringing down the funk on Kylan Jackson, stopping him after a short gain.
Good defensive play by the whole Badger defensive line. They penetrated that offensive line of the Bears very well on that play, and that's the reason why Jackson only gained a yard. So it's going to bring up second down and 9. The ball sitting at the Bear 38.
10 minutes left to go in regulation. Ross Centers in motion for Bradshaw Mountain. Again, the give to Kylan Jackson. He gets a couple good blocks. He finds some room on the far side and then gets run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Pickup of almost 20 there for Kylan Jackson.
Went around left end, and I will tell you, Desmond Tolbert, number 14, the wide receiver for the Bears, threw a great block that really springed Jackson for a good gain. The Bears have advanced it into Badger territory at the Badger 42, first and 10.
And Kelly, I actually see number 24, Noble Ortega, out on the field. I thought he was going to be out after the spider bite, but it looks like he's gotten over it.
Mm-hmm.
So at least the Badgers have one guy off IR now, back on the field. 2 receivers out to the far side. Kylan Jackson with it. And Jackson, well, he slips by one tackle and then gets wrapped up by a couple others. Menno Dow in there on the hit, and so is Noble Ortega.
Noble Ortega grabbed his arm, and I think Jackson is down.
Oh, boy.
As he was trying to get around left end, number 24 for the Badgers, Noble Ortega, had his arm, and I'm wondering if it's a arm or shoulder issue that right now Jackson is down right at about the 41-yard line, right in front of the Prescott bench.
Yeah, well, we got Bradshaw trainer Darren Blake out there looking at him. And Kylan Jackson, he is up. And actually, he's jogging off under his own power.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's in good shape.
Going to bring up second and 9 at the Badger 41.
We have had way too many injuries in this game. We do not need one more. I don't care what side it's on. Well, obviously you don't want anyone to get injured.
Yeah, it's been a number of players that have gone down with injury in this ball game so far. Bears are on the drive here, and if they go ahead and score, it's going to seal the game for them.
8:40 left to go here in regulation. Again, the Bears up by 11. This time it's Jonte Jones with the ball, and Jones, he bounces off a couple of tackles, finally hauled down by Menno Dow, and also Gunnar Parra in on the tackle as well. And again, even with Jackson out here, Jonte Jones, he's a darn good running back in his own right, too. And it looks like, I was going to say that Jackson might be coming back, but no, actually it's going to be number 13 for Bradshaw, Landon Taggart coming in. I would not be surprised if Coach Bob Young keeps Jackson out for the rest of the game, Kelly.
By the way, that previous play picked up 4 yards. It's 3rd down and 5 at the Badger 37.
Jonte Jones with it. He avoids one tackle and then gets smashed into by about 3 or 4 at the 35-yard line. So another short gain there by Jones.
They're going to mark forward progress at the 34. It's going to bring up 4th and 2, and I think where the Bears are on the field, they're going to go for it, I'm sure. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Jackson comes back into the game. Right now he has not.
Yeah, like I would not surprise me if Coach Young keeps him out for the rest of the game because, again, you got, for Bradshaw, you're going to have playoffs coming up in 2 weeks for them. They're a top 8 team in PowerPoint, so they should get the bye for next week. And it actually looks like we're going to get a timeout here called by Bradshaw Mountain, I think. Like I said, this year it is going to be the top 24 teams that make the playoffs. Yeah, it is a timeout for Bradshaw Mountain. So basically the first round will be your typical play-in round. So the top 8 teams, they will get the bye. And Bradshaw Mountain right now, they are number 3 in the state PowerPoint rankings.
I think Mojave could be getting a bye as well. Is that correct?
Mojave is right behind Bradshaw Mountain at number 4. Actually, here are the top 8 teams right now in the state PowerPoint rankings. You got Snowflake number 1, Arcadia 2, Bradshaw 3, Mojave 4, Lake Havasu is 5, Tucson Saguaro is 6, Combs is 7, and Marcos Deniza is 8. So So if the playoffs began today, those 8 would get the bye. Again, we have to wait until Saturday when they have the selection show to see exactly where everyone falls in the PowerPoint rankings.
And I believe that when is that selection show Saturday? About 10 a.m.?
9 or 10 a.m. I haven't checked.
I think it's 10 a.m. I think I remember seeing that on the AIA website.
And how about this? 2 teams who started out the season with so much promise. Northwest Christian, number 23. So they're still in the playoff mix, but Thunderbird, 29th in PowerPoints. And Kylan Jackson is back in the game. But it's Michael Sanford who carries the ball. He finds a gap. He bounces off one tackle, and he takes it up to the 25-yard line for a Bradshaw first down.
Yeah, picked up about 13 yards on that carry. They're running the option, a long staple throughout his whole coaching career. Bob Young, you know you're going to see at least some option plays when you play his team. So they have it 1st and 10 at the Badger 25.
Nice run there by Michael Sanford. And he's going to hand off the ball to Kylan Jackson. Oh, man, the Badgers were right there waiting for Kylan Jackson. About 4 of them just got Jackson, take him down, and Jackson actually helped up by one of the officials and Menno Dow. Looks like actually Jackson lost a yard.
He did lose a yard. The ball's at the 26. It's going to be bring up 2nd down and 11.
Landon Taggart into the game for Bradshaw Mountain, taking up a position near Kyler Ross Centers.
Bradshaw not urgent to get this play off.
They want to get some time off the clock. We're down to 5:35 to go in the 4th quarter. Sanford Dropping back, short pass, and it's caught by Taggart. Taggart takes off. He trips over a Badger, but is able to fall down at the 12-yard line, and that'll be enough for a Bear first down.
The Badgers had a blitz, and it was a perfect call by the Bradshaw coaching staff. It was a screen pass to number 13, Landon Taggart, for the Bears. Takes the ball all the way down to the Badger 12-yard line where it's 1st and 10. And again, the Bears are taking their time.
5:05 and counting here in the fourth quarter with Bradshaw up 28-17. Sanford steps back, throws to the far side, and leaping catch made, and I believe that's Kyler Ross centers, or did he make the catch?
I thought I saw the official give the touchdown sign.
Nope, they're going to say incomplete pass.
Oh, he dropped it. He dropped it over there in the far corner of the end zone. So it's going to bring up 2nd down.
And that'll stop the clock at 4:52. Bears have the ball at the Badger 11-yard line. Two receivers out to the far side for the Bears. Kylan Jackson standing behind the QB, Sanford. Sanford with the throw. Oh, and he had it right to Landon Taggart, and Taggart just couldn't reel that in.
Led Taggart a little bit too much. He was wide open out in the flat, the right flat, towards the Bradshaw sideline, and it's going to now bring up 3rd and 10.
By the way, we just got a note here from our good pal, John Brambilla, Deputy Chief of Police for Prescott. On that last run by Kylan Jackson, he broke the single-game rushing record for Bradshaw Mountain. And there's a fumble on the play. Bad exchange there, and I think Bradshaw might have fallen on it.
Yeah, Bradshaw did fall on the ball. Bad exchange between quarterback Sanford and running back Jackson. It's going to bring up 4th down. The ball sitting at the Badger 14-yard line, so it's going to bring up 4th and about 12.
And we'll have Titus Womble in to kick the field goal here. Give 3 more points to Bradshaw Mountain. And we get flags on the play just before the kick goes off.
The kick was good, but we're going to see what the penalty is all about here.
Now the head ref looking over at the Bradshaw Mountain side of the field. Now he turns our way. Offsides against Prescott.
Well, it's going to move the Badgers back towards the end zone 5 yards. Instead of 4th and 12, it's going to be 4th and 7. And I'm sure the Bears are going to try the field goal again.
Titus Womble lining up for the kick. Again, Womble has been a very reliable kicker for Bradshaw Mountain this year. And, well, forget about the kick. We're getting a timeout here called by Bradshaw Mountain. Again, as I mentioned before, the note we have here is that Kylan Jackson has broken Bradshaw's single-game rushing record, and he also broke the record for most rushing yards in a season for Bradshaw Mountain. So Kylan Jackson just keeps piling up the records here for Bradshaw Mountain, Kelly.
You know, and obviously I'm going to give a stat here that tells you how important that Kylan Jackson has been. The Bradshaw Mountain Bears going into the game tonight have passed for 907 yards. They have rushed for 2,157 yards. I mean, they, 75% of their yardage is by the run. And Kylan Jackson coming into tonight's game had rushed for 1,376 of those 2,157 yards.
And now he's up to about 1,600 rushing yards this season. And actually, forget the field goal. Bears are going to go for it here. And there's the flip. Now Jackson with the throw. And the pass is complete for a touchdown. And it's number 12, Caden Dabney, who caught it as he was falling down in the end zone. And Kylan Jackson, well, he got the flip from Michael Sanford, then flung the ball to Dabney. Oh, is there anything this guy can't do?
He must be left-handed because he threw that pass left-handed. So it's a touchdown.
And here comes the extra point, and that one is good. So Kylan Jackson with a touchdown pass to Caden Dabney, and that'll make the score 35-17. Bears on top with 3:49 left to go here in the fourth quarter. So let's take a break here, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Clark Tenney, Superintendent of Prescott Unified School District. PUSD students receive the educational foundation they need to do great things. Will your child be the next one of our 26,000 alumni who becomes an Arizona Supreme Court Justice, Attorney General, or President of the Arizona Senate? Will they become a business owner, doctor, nurse, attorney, engineer, or teacher? Whatever their dreams, our Prescott schools will help them get started. PUSD builds great leaders. Check us out at PrescottSchools.com. PUSD, where every child, every day matters.
Well, it was a close game for a long while here, but now here in the fourth quarter, Bradshaw Mountain is pretty much taking control. Kylan Jackson, 3 touchdowns tonight, 2 rushing touchdowns, and now a touchdown pass to Caden Dabney. And Kelly, I guess we had a penalty on that.
We had a
kick.
penalty on the point after.
By the way, folks, Caden Dabney, now 7 touchdown catches this season for the Bears.
You know what's impressive about the Bears, John? It's coming into tonight's game. They've only had 6 turnovers all year long. 4 interceptions and only 2 fumbles.
Wow. That's some great ball control there as Womble with the kick, and that one's going to land actually beyond the end zone.
So the Bears are going to end up winning this ball game going away, and we obviously wish them, because they're a Yavapai County team, we wish them all the luck in the world going into the Class 4A playoffs.
And speaking of Yavapai County teams, Kelly, we got another one in the playoffs. You're heading out there tomorrow to your old stomping grounds in Baghdad to see them in the opening round of the 1A conference
The old
playoffs.
Baghdad Sultans.
Great name, by the way. Heffron with the throw out to the far side. And that is number 34, Pace Norman, getting the catch. And about a 4-yard gain there, Heffron to Norman.
Going to be second down and 6. Badgers have it at their own 24-yard line.
3.5 minutes left to go here in the game, and also 3.5 minutes left to go in the Badgers 2025 season. 2 receivers out to the near side for the Badgers. Heffron steps back, throws, and Kenny Military trying to reach out and catch that ball. No dice.
Slightly thrown behind him. Well, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. Again, the ball at the Badger 24-yard line. Yeah, I'm going to Baghdad tomorrow night, John. The Baghdad Sultans take on Valley Union, number 10 ranked team in 1A against the number 2 ranked team, which is Baghdad.
Well, good luck to the Sultans tomorrow. Throw by Heffron, and Kenny Military almost with a leaping catch. So here come the Badgers to punt the ball away.
And he was wide open. It was almost like he was going to try to run with it before he actually had it.
Ashton Whitwell to punt this one away. Whitwell, one of the many seniors honored prior to the game. It is senior night here tonight. Of course, along with the football team, the Pride of Prescott Marching Band, their seniors got honored along with the Prescott Spirit Lines seniors. Kind of a line drive kick there, and that's going to bounce right up to Kylan Jackson. And he finds a little gap there. He shrugs off one tackle. Now comes over to the far side, and Jackson at the 40. Jackson at the 30. One guy to beat the punter, Ashton Whitwell. And I think Whitwell able to hold up Jackson and let a couple other Badgers come in and stop him before he gets the touchdown. But Kylan Jackson taken out at about the 8-yard line.
Yeah, the ball hit the turf and bounced up, and Jackson was able to field the ball at about his own 45-yard line, and then basically ran all the way down. It's going to end up being over about a 52-yard return, ball being placed at the Badger 8-yard line.
But give it up to the punter, Ashton Whitwell, who was able to get some hands on Jackson and slow him down just enough for a couple of Badgers to drop the hammer on him.
Yeah.
First and goal from the 9 for the Bears. Man, oh man, they could just put the icing on the cake here on this one. Kylan Jackson coming over to the near side now for Bradshaw. The give is to Jonte Jones. Jones breaks off one tackle and then gets upended on the far side. I think that's Noble Ortega.
One of the few times we've seen tonight that both Jones and Jackson were in the backfield, both of them on that play. And Jones took it around the right end towards the Bradshaw side of the field.
And ball spot, looks like right around the 2-yard line now, so second and goal for Bradshaw. With 2:15 left to go in regulation. There was a point here where the game was actually a 4-point difference. Sanford going to run it himself. He breaks off one tackle, then gets held up by Rutger Funk, and then knocked down by about 3 other Badgers as we come down to 1:50 left to go in the game and in the Badgers season.
It looked like the quarterback, Michael Sanford, was just going to take the ball and run with it, and the Badgers responded. Looks like actually lost about a yard. The ball's back at the 3-yard line, where it's going to be third and goal.
Minute 25 remaining in regulation. And the Bears just kind of taking their own sweet time at this point, and, well, no reason to rush. Even if they get a delay of game right now, it's basically like big whoop. Jonte Jones going to stand next to Michael Sanford with 1 minute. 1 minute left to go in regulation.
Took a knee. Just took a knee. That's Bob Young for you.
And
for people that don't know this, a number of years ago, Bob Young was put into the Arizona Coaches Hall of Fame.
Deservedly so. So, fourth down. But the game, for all intents and purposes, is over. Bradshaw Mountain going to get a 35-17 victory here over Prescott. And that will be all for Prescott's season. Bradshaw Mountain, meanwhile, they will head into the 4A Conference State Playoffs. And basically the team's just standing around now and just waiting for the clock to hit 0. And we get a delay of game penalty. That's going to stop the clock at 4 seconds. But again, right now it's basically so what?
That just tells you what kind of a coach Bob Young is, what's going on here.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears could have punched it on in.
And I know, actually, I've known Bob Young, actually, ever since I started working at KYCA back in 1996 when he was up at Mingus, and always had a very, very good relationship with Coach Young. Actually had him and Michael Sanford and Kylan Jackson in on my show a couple of months ago. And
I think that's the ball game.
It is. And that'll do it, folks. And for Prescott, their season is over. For Bradshaw Mountain, well, they get ready for the second season as they will be part of the 4A Conference state playoffs.
Bradshaw's 8 and ends up the regular season 8-2, and the only two games they lost were to number 1 ranked Snowflake and number 2 ranked Arcadia.
Oh, man. Who knows? They might meet up again in the playoffs.
And they're number 3.
All right. Well, folks, again, the final score here from Bill Shepherd Field, Bradshaw Mountain 35, Prescott 17. Let's take a 30-second break, and we will be back to wrap up our final Prescott football broadcast of 2025 after this.
Exceptional Community Hospital Prescott is now open. Prescott's newest state-of-the-art hospital provides 24/7 emergency care, featuring private, spacious inpatient rooms and on-site radiology, lab, and pharmacy services. We accept all insurance plans and honor in-network benefits for emergency care. With minimal to no ER wait times, you can trust us to deliver the exceptional care you deserve. Exceptional Community Hospital Prescott is located at 4822 State Highway 69. Learn more at www.ehc24.com.
Well, folks, hard to believe, but this brings an end to Prescott football for this season. Badgers with a 4-6 record to close out the season as they fall to Bradshaw Mountain 35-17. The Bears, as my partner Kelly Cordes mentioned before the break, 8-2 on the season, and we will see them in the state playoffs. And of course, we will follow what they're doing in the state playoffs on our KYCA sports reports. But we've got plenty of other sports that we'll be having either here on KYCA or over on our sports station, 1450 AM, KNOT. Coming up Monday, we are actually going to be over in Kingman as the Prescott flag football team closes out the season at Lee Williams. And then we will be covering the flag football team as they make their push through the 4A Conference state tournament. Kelly, been a pleasure to have you here on these football broadcasts. And, of course, well, we'll see each other Monday night over
See you
in
Monday.
Kingman. Yeah, so, again, we'll just say goodbye for the football games. Well, I'm sure we'll see you for this, for basketball, and just see you around and about. So,
Yep.
Kelly, always a pleasure to have you here on the air.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
I enjoy coming to the games and talking about them.
And, of course, pleasure to have Lou Benetone here as well, doing first half for quite a few games. So glad to have his insight, glad to have Kelly's insight here. Again, folks, the final here from Bill Shepherd Field, 35-17, Bradshaw Mountain over Prescott. For Scott Harker in the KYCA studios, for my partners, Kelly Cordes and Lou Benetone, for Jason Zizaletta and Andrew Zizaletta, I'm John Rust saying have yourselves a good night.